Alrighty there now. Hello and welcome. My name is Kevin. This is Do It for Bruce. We're here in KOTC, also known as King of the Castle. I am your king, Kevin. Hope your day's going on well, getting off to a good start. Welcome in everybody on YouTube and Twitch. Hope all is well with you and yours. This should be interesting. We haven't played King of the Castle for a bit just because it's been kind of out of vogue. But recently I've seen a lot of people start playing it again, so I think it was a good time to revisit this experience, which I am excited for. Hope your weekends were good. Welcome in, Pi. To everybody on YouTube, just wanted to remind you guys that this is a Twitch-enabled game, so unfortunately, if you would like to participate, you have to join us here on Twitch. Still in ads for another minute. Classic. You're the king. I didn't vote for you. Well, that's not how monarchies work. Farm animal. As somebody who's never lived under a monarchy, maybe that's why you don't know that. So today I'm gonna school you on how monarchies function here and now. But yes, like I said, it's been a minute since we played KOTC. I'm excited to do it. Well, let's move right along. We got a decent amount of people out here already, which I'm surprised. Usually I feel like we get this going and then it's all of a sudden it's like pulling teeth trying to get get several people. Well, I guess it is 3 people. We need several people to start the process. Okay, let's see. Can we transition to here? And this is our king Kevin, because I want to spell it with an A, which is it's a weird way to spell Kevin. I feel like K-E-V-A-N and K-E-V-Y-N are probably some of the weirder ones that are spelled out. 10 Gaming, CK, welcome in. Thank you so very much for the follow. Hope you're doing well today. Listen, strange woman lying in ponds just during swords is not a basis for a system of government. Supreme execution power derives from a mandate from the masses, not from some... It's a Monty Python reference. I love me some Monty Python. I feel like it's been a minute since I've actually consumed any of that. We're also matching our king. I couldn't get him with the exact same fit because whatever this portion of clothing is called, I'm not exactly sure, does not exist in this format. But we're close enough. We're close enough. Exclamation Robel, you can't do that yet. All right, so we're gonna play on Twitch. I know how to play this game. I recently fresh downloaded it, so we can do that. I don't like the North, so we're going to do the Barons. I think it's Barons counts grandees, and I think our focus today is going to be we're haters of the 9th god, so divine, and we're going to try to reduce everybody's faith. So if you'd like to join, hit us up with an exclamation join. Tornillo's in here. Welcome back. Rat is here and Pi is here. So we've got 3. Magnus is here as well. Welcome. We'll give probably... No, we can get underway. We can wait maybe one more second and see if anybody else will join. It's not like it really matters because of this. We also are going to have to move our head because I think I'm blocking some of this. I am blocking some of this. Let's fix that before we get too deep into this. Also, if you don't know how to play this game and you'd like help or instruction, I will give you that information. How about that? That's good, I think. We're still slightly blocking. Let's actually get out of studio mode so I can actually... see. Okay, we're good. As long as I'm not jumping up too hard. I guess your defiance is what is it? Down with the king, says Rat? No. How do you get the extension thing? How to get the extension thing? What do you mean, how do you get the extension thing? Is it not working currently? You just have to join and it should automatically put you onto the extension. Sideways with the king. All right. Well, This is King of the Castle. We are in a fictional realm where it looks like for some reason the march has taken a huge bite out of the south. This is weird. This is a tumorous bulge. I'm unsure what claim happened here. Something silly where the march runs this middle of the country, whereas the counts are usually only in the east, but they seems to have parts of the north as well. Very interesting. Classic HRE borders. Yes, some nice border gore. This is some good border gore. We love it. As usual, the game starts out with 3 events per season. We'll start with our council introductions. I wish I could turn off the tutorial. This is our Chancellor. He's saying some nice things about us. We'll see. Track 65. 1, welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in. Let's introduce the counts. In order to finally make your acquaintance, your grace, says Pi. May you escape the doom that befell your predecessor. I don't even know if I had a predecessor at this point. May the 9th god, false god, bless your reign, your highness. I trust you will conduct yourself in an honor and faith, says Grandy's rat. I know what a premium noble is. Tornillo, welcome in. Hail, well met, your highness. Under your leadership, we will whip this kingdom into shape. I thought the marches by definition is the frontier. Well, now this is Heartland now. Yeah, I think they've moved away from the frontier, unless the frontier is they control most of the Heartlands. Get this commoner off the floor. The council hall immediately fills with raised voices as the nobles argue with each other and demand your favor. You sigh and sit back. Is this what the council is like? No wonder your father told you to avoid the throne at all costs. Not really good advice from your father to be like, you shouldn't be king except for by our system of government. You are king. Silly billies. All right, let's choose our path to victory. Yes, I understand how winning works in this game. All right. Interesting. This is a very interesting split. Everybody has a pretty decently high faith. My goal will be to lower faith as much as possible, so we're probably not going to go down one of those paths. It's either probably going to be farming or maybe one of the stats up here. It's interesting that one of the goals can't be that you made a shit ton of money. So we'll say, as a father of the nation, as a peacekeeper, as a conqueror, as a great kingdom king who lived, and high trade. Let's probably do farming this time around. Just me or the stats blocked by an overlay. You can click Swedish Toad. If you click on it again, it takes away the overlay. Yeah, it's not all that self-intuitive. Your Majesty, I scheduled your coronation to take place in a week's time. Why the hurry? To delay any longer would make the nobles restless, and when the nobles get restless, they take their daggers and look for the nearest back. They wouldn't dare. You should pay more attention to your history books. I don't read. What in this phase tells you I read? The nobles are always plotting something. As is tradition, the council will decide what happens at your coronation. Of course. Shall we call the nobles in? Yes, hold up. Frizz68, welcome in. Thank you so very much for the follow. You're just joining us at the beginning of our run. You know, we could host a lavish parade with jugglers and fountains of wines. This is the one I don't want to happen, so we're going to veto that one straight off. No, we're anti-ninth god, and we will always be anti-ninth god, at least for this king. We'll see. We'll see if we survive this rule, but times will tell. So everybody gets your voting caps on. Remember how to vote is !vote and then space the number or letter you want, A, C, D. This is pretty innocuous. As is tradition, usually people just throw you into the river because that's the vibe. Glad everybody is still in agreement with that. We have a decent showing today. 3 barons, 2 counts, 2 grandees nuts. glad to see the council is unified on one or two things. Yes, I understand. It is decided the king will be thrown into the river. Let me change it out of my nice robes. The nobles pick you up and carry you to the Treadwaters River, hurling you into the shallow waters with a cheer. Yeah! When we climb back up the banks, soaking wet, the chancellor steps forward, places the crown upon your head. Is it your imagination or some of the nobles stifling a giggle? Quack, quack, sneak attack. Welcome in. Welcome in. Muhahaha. The other count is yourself, Track, and Fear itself. River time. River time. Alright, looks like Dimitri of the Fear Itself dynasty, notorious former hermit, leans delicately on a poem. This is a hermit? This guy? This guy with the pocket watch? You're telling me this boy? Maybe he cleaned up his act, who knows. My fellow counts, in ancient times the East was its own proud kingdom. We can bring back those days of glory, but not whilst the false king, Kevin, or Kavan, however you would like to pronounce it, wears the crown. Yeah, I'm a false king, baby. So, only the counts get to decide what their goal is for this, campaign. You guys can decide, well, there's a doppelganger, which is going to be 3 stages to try to replace the king with a lookalike. Ascension, I don't remember what that one is. I think it's a demon one as well. And then possession is something as similar too. So, pie. Cool. It passes. It looks like you guys are going to try to use a demon. I can't remember this one. The counts plan to introduce king into the secret. Oh, that's right. Offer him immortality in exchange for the throne. First, they must reduce the power of the Eastern Church. To advance the scheme, the counts must lower their faith to 4 or less, which is already at 4. Congrats, guys. Our interests alive. Pocketmon, welcome in. How you doing today? Sabino of the Doctus Magnus lineage, sinister southern Vinter. I don't think I said that right. Stands bathed in his sunshine, rather ranting in fury. A false pretender occupies the throne while my claim is ignored. Okay. I like his mustache, or her mustache, their mustache. Very nice. So, our dear grandees, you have subterfuge, uprising, or excommunication as your ways to get me off. How's it going? It's going well. How about yourself? Excommunication, lower stability. So, Pokemon, if you want to join, you have to type in exclamation join, he, they, she, and then from there you'll join one of the teams. So Rat has decided that it seems to be excommunication. You're gonna excommunicate me? Grandees plan to pressure the Archbishop to excommunicate the king. First, they must lower royal credibility. To advance the scheme, must lower the stability to 4 or less in 2 seasons. Gotta work on that. Tebeka of the Zero Gaming CK bloodline, legendary Marcher Hunter, stands before the blazing hearth shouting and swearing. Man, these people got anger issues. All of them are just yelling, which, you know, a person after my own heart, because that's pretty much all I do is just yell. All right, shall you use sorcery, intimidation, or propaganda to get your claimant on the throne? Looks like people are starting to fill in. Pocketmon, you're on the counts. Quack Quack, you're on the grandees. So it looks like you guys are working on trying to get stability also lowered. Should be fun. It's interesting when 2 factions wants align, their goals align, especially in the beginning parts. Sometimes it works out and sometimes it really doesn't work out. The Barons plan to persuade the population that only charismatic general can protect them. First, the common folk must be afraid. Spooky. So 4 or less as well. So you're both trying to get 4 or less. These are our 3 claimants. Long lost niece, half sibling, distant cousin. I don't even know if this is half sizzling. The monarch currently has no heir. Cool. We can adopt a law. If nobles vote for this monarch choice, they gain wealth. If the nobles vote for this selection, if the nobles vote otherwise, treasury my stat. Okay. Royal gambling or reverse voting? I think reverse voting is a little fun because then it tricks you a little bit. I think you just hit exclamation. Oh, how to join. Exclamation joy. There you go. All right, so we have 3 events. Call for apprentices, counterfeit currency, or the honor guard. Let's start in the capital with the honor guard. Looks like our marshal has come to me to say, now that you are king, you needed personal protection. Why, I could plunge my sword into your heart. Could I not? I suppose. You need an honor guard to keep you safe from much danger, you majesty. Unfortunately, this is a political decision. What are my options? Each region offers elite guards, the counts with their knights of the Order of Drowned Rose, the grandees with their fierce nuns from the Sister of Steel, and the barons, a squad of battle-hardened veteran soldiers. I think you are on the counts, yes. Okay, I've made my decision. Of the 3 people, there are the Eastern Knights, which I think aren't that cool. The Southern Nuns are definitely no, just because we're anti-9th. So I think we'll probably go with the Marcher folk. The veterans arrived. Look at also they look like Byzantine outfits, so they must be really sick. The march into the throne room in a perfect formation before lining up behind your throne and hand on their swords' hilts. Each soldier spots big scars than the last. Cool. Call for apprentices. Bad news, Your Highness. Meddling wizard has set up shop in Brusseldorf. Believe it's Pestia, the Lady of Pestilence. So, that's cool. What is the problem? She puts she put a call out for a new apprentice, which is a rare event. This is once in a lifetime opportunity for many. Droves of unwashed, glory-seeking common folks from all over the march are lining up for their chance. Not just peasants, says Pokemon. Oh man. Welcome back, Pi. What did you miss? I don't know. Not much. We're on our first event, and it looks like our boy Pokemon is trying to become the first noble apprentice. You couldn't put your clothes on if it wasn't for your servant's help. We can't let this go ahead. Not only is it heresy. I mean, I like a little heresy, if I do say so myself. It presents a clear, dangerous conflict of interest. We shall assemble a council. Cheers, Your Majesty. All right. Allow Pokemon to become Pestia's apprentice. Require him to forfeit his noble title or forbid him from traveling to Brusseldorf. I feel like, just let's see let's see if he even survives the process. I mean, if anything I've learned from this game, there's a high likely chance that you're not going to survive this process. So let's see if Pokemon can do it. Being a witch, being a wizard, it's difficult work. That's for sure. Difficult. Thing is, I feel like, can you check your DMs real quick? I sent you something very important. Oh yes, that is very important. Thank you for sending me this image. I'm glad this is very important. All right, looks like we have 5 votes for allowing Pokemon 809 to become apprentice. Hopefully he survives his apprenticeship by the 9th. Ooh, people didn't like that. Well, the grandees didn't like it. Some people did like it. If they spend all their time in the march with this wizard, and what if the 9th preserve us, they actually pass it, the apprenticeship. There's never been a wizard counselor. We'll just have to cross that bridge when we come to it. You've nothing to fear from me, Your Majesty. I've always have the kingdom's interests at heart, even as a wizard. Send off immediately the journey into the march. Pestilence presence in Bruseldorf attracts a lot of sort of visitors, though the power of her talents magic starts to wilt the crops. Yo, dog, don't fuck with my crops. I need those crops to be successful in my reign. That's rude. Absolutely the rudest. Okay, counterfeit currency. We'll worship Pokemon as our new horn god. Yo, what? Ayo, no. The South has proposition of late, but my tax collectors are reporting suspicious coins in the latest taking. The whole region is awash with fake money. Egads, the council needs to act. Tell everyone in the South to examine their coins. That's probably not going to work out well for anybody. Offer a substantial reward for the counterfeit are caught, or order your artificers to invest in a new coin that's harder to counterfeit. Let's not do this one. This one's just bad for business. So let's just go ahead and beat that one. By the 9th, we might have to execute the counts as well. By the 9th. What do you think the 9th looks like? They never really talk about the 9th's appearance. Do you think it's gonna be is it like actually the number 9, Roman numeral number 9? That would be hilarious if it's just like that's what it looks like in the church. It's just up on the stained glass, a 1 and an X. That's how I imagine they worship the 9th in this realm. All right, looks like everybody was order your artificers to invest in a new coin. It's gonna work out so well. Damn, a nice little coalition with everybody got a little action here. After a week of experimenting, the new coin is invented. It is a special pattern of ridges along the rim that makes it nearly impossible to counterfeit. Also, this is an interesting thing. This is actually pulled from history. I learned this recently, that the reason we have ridges on our around our coins is it's a lot harder to. At one point, it was easier to clip parts of coinage off and use it to steal from that coin, essentially, to then melt down to make other coins and stuff like that. So once ridges were introduced, it was clearly being like, oh, this is a way to prevent people from stealing from coinage. So get absolutely fucked, says the South, with their trades. However, they're much more expensive to manufacture. Rolling them out across the kingdom will take time. Meanwhile, the people continue to use the old coins and impact the trade in the South. Oh, so sorry, Southerners. You sweet summer children. All right, this is the auction house. It's a 60-minute or 60-second thing where you guys can use your currency. I'm going to say don't use all your currency all at once unless you really want to, because if you do, then you don't get it back very quickly. Let's just say that. Let's start off with, looks like, stability. This is probably what everybody's going to want to have happen. And D and B seems like the highest likely things to happen. So if you guys would like to start auctioning, we will do that. Love the outfit. Thanks, Mikey. Gotta be king. March Grandies go for B and maybe C to fuck over Kevin. What is C? To farming. Got it. That's rude. Don't fuck with my farming. I'm gonna take all the people's lands, all the church's lands, and turn them into farms. That's my promise as your king. Absolutely destroying the church's hold on our kingdom. They don't deserve. The 9th is a false god, and I've believed that since day one. At any chance I get to tear down the 9th, I'll do it. 10 seconds left, so get those final bids in. It looks like everybody did an even split. Not too much money was spent. Like I said, you guys don't get that back very often. Pretty good stuff. Nice. Looks like faith has come down and stability. Like I said, good job, boys and girls. Honorable challenge, a tasty innovation, and a find a spouse. Let's see what this challenge is all about. Doctinus Magnus, Your Highness, lopsided curl has besmirched my honor. He insults my late mother. He called her a tyrant. Who's calling her? Who is your mother? Grandy Doctus Magnus the Senior, a fine woman. I assume she may have crushed a few rebellions in her time, but who hasn't? Which lopsided curl are you talking about? The honorous dog Zero Gaming CK of the Barons. I would duel him to recognize my honor as my grandees should, but Baron will not accept without express permission. Is this true, Zero? You're not gonna fight this dude? I mean, look at you. You look like a dude who could have held himself against this dude. This seems like an easy fight. Now hold on a minute. This is a matter of respect. We can't be dueling in the King Kevin's throne room without due process. You're a coward. You may as well admit it now. Well, at least I'm not a bloodthirsty brute like you, which is funny because like usually these roles would be reversed, but we'll see. You may duel. It might be fun to watch. I have had enough of this. Arrest both of these fools, or there will be no duel. I'm not gonna piss off the Grandies. Nah, he's got a good point though. Your mom had it coming. If your father a hamster and your mother smells of elderberries, damn. These Monty Python references come in hard and fast. You may duel. It might be fun to watch. Magnus wickedly grins and draws his sword. Grunts, frustrating the hefting and nasty looking mace. What's a pernac? I don't know what that is. Mace. Is that like a... Oh, it's like the crown ones. Let's... Yeah, this is nasty for sure. Absolutely getting brained by one of these. Yeah, this is going to be an interesting duel. We'll see. Alrighty, the duelists circle each other before Grandy's Magnus steps in for the first move. Watch, he like one-hit KOs him. Jumps backwards, batting the sword away. Second strike comes straight after him, but this time it's a feint, and Zero Gaming moves to defend. Magnus twists and redirects their attack. The sword cuts clearly through Zero's clothing, who howls in pain. With Grandy, Magnus steps back and bows deeply. First blood, I win. I mean, we kind of expect it. If you're going into a battle against a rapier or blade, I don't think a mace was like the right tool for that. It's the Ninth's Will. Bravo, nicely fought. Court returns to its business. Magnus and the Grandees view your sanction of the duel as respectful. Cool. Sick. Love it. All right. Let's go talk about some sandwiches, boys. I don't mean to exaggerate, Your Highness, but I believe I have pioneered the most incredible invention in this history of mankind. I was hosting a small party, playing cards with some old friends. I've called for a servant to bring me something to eat. We both tasty and convenient, as my hands were occupied. What my servant brought me that evening will be changed the world forever, Your Highness. It sounds like your servant investment. I doubt that somehow. Show me! Behold! They hold in the air a plate. Atop a plate are 2 slices of bread with a piece of meat wedged between them. All right, let's talk about this for a second. So this motherfucker is talking to me like 2 pieces of bread and 1 slice of meat is the end-all be-all sandwich. First and foremost, there's no condiments. Are we talking about dry pieces of bread? Is there lettuce? Is there tomato maybe? There's no cheese. This is just, you're just talking bread with meat. This is the most boring sandwich, but maybe we got to start somewhere. Man, these CK3 mods are crazy. Allows the hungry noble to consume 2 slices of bread plus a meat all at once. It's a lot of carbs. It's a lot of carbs for not a big payoff. I'm just going to say that. Meanwhile, the bread serves as an impenetrable barrier, preventing one hand from being besmirched by meaty juices. Meaty juices. Breathtaking. Naturally, since it is my invention, I propose we name it after me. Pie... Unused Twitch account. Such a shit way to... In a few years' time, I expect everyone to be enjoying a nice Pi's unused Twitch account for lunch. Complaining that the first telephone having texting. I mean, the first telephone and a sandwich invention are wildly different, but let's start there. A staple food. But naturally, the innovation cannot be made available for free. Every time Pi's uses unused Twitch account is consumed, I expect a small royalty payment. Okay, alrighty. Yes, give royalties he deserves. No, I don't think that's fair. I think he did a good job in leveraging the servant's information to do this, but we will not be doing that. No, they are too delicious to be controlled. I think that's probably the vibe. Pi shall receive a one-time payment. Personally, he can have a one-time payment. It's called business. Pi, you get one-time payment, and the fact that you get it named after you, that's about it. I feel like you deserve the cash, but that's about it. Also, we're gonna have to say Pi's unused Twitch account anytime we're eating Pi's unused Twitch accounts. So I think that's a pretty big mouthful already. Voting is closed. Thank you, Your Majesty. I suppose it's better than nothing. Pi's unused Twitch accounts proves a massive popular luncheon. Bakeries spring up across the east, experimenting with new ingredients, turning out you can put almost anything between two pieces of bread. Wow. Spoilers. All right, let's find a wife. Or, oh, yeah, a wife, I guess. In the twisting passages of your castle, you can avoid your advisors, nobles, and even the spy master. But there's one person you can't avoid. Your mother. Why haven't you found a spouse yet? The one thing about the Queen Mother, I wish she would appear more than in the first reign. I wish she would show up in other events, but what are you gonna do? Why haven't you found a spouse yet? It's been almost a year. I've been busy, ma. You better find the time. Don't worry, I'll take the liberty of finding eligible candidates. What is your preference, men, women, or what a forward-thinking mother? We're gonna be boring and heterosexual, so we're interested in women this time around. Excellent. I'll send out a message to the most influential nobles in the kingdom. Let's see what they have to offer. Mustache man gif. Okay. I'm not sure about that. All right, far in the south, pair of grandees are conversing on the balcony of a hillside villa. Has everybody got villas? Why don't I have a villa? One of them paces up and down, clearly agitated. Has the Archbishop agreed to meet us yet? Sent for letters last week. No luck. Hardly surprising. Our old coot won't move against the king unless he's on the winning side. Grandees aim to lower stability 4 or less. Bro, you have a palace. I mean, I want more than just a palace. You know? Alrighty. Seeing as everybody's pretty well off, we're just gonna keep it at I guess the counts have a little bit more. Well, no, everybody's pretty well split. Just $100 from each of you. That will do. That will increase our taxes. We could also do this. I mean, everybody's been pretty nice so far. Give Pi a sandwich tax, but unfortunately that affects all the counts, so I'm not really feeling like taking 400 from Track, who only has 700. If I could specifically take money back from him, I would do it. How do I join? Red, you're gonna have to join us on Twitch, so get on over here. It's just gonna be just a barely big tax, just a little tax on everybody. Looks like we have cast out, pillager of community, pillar of community, not pillager, pillar, and eligible options. We'll do eligible options last. Cast out. Oh my goodness. Pokemon. It's Pocketmon. It is outrageous. Undignified. She can't do this. Blood and stars. Why is a skeleton in front of me? Looks like you didn't pass the test, my man. Hogwarts did not accept you. You're a skeleton. I was devoured by rats during my initial initiation with the Lady Pestilence, but now she cast me out. She says I am not magical acumen. She says you don't got the jujuge. I demand vengeance. Show Pestilence that it means to insult a member of the King's Kevin's council. Arrest her, Kevin. I think that's gonna go real bad. So personally, skeletons don't have rights, so let's just forfeit their land. You know, if I've learned anything about skeletons, they don't got rights. They're just dead. Skeletons don't have rights. Everybody's like, arrest. This is gonna go so well. This arresting process, so well. I'm glad that the counts or the barons are actually on my side, at least in this vote. We'll see. Yeah, I think they've got a majority as the arrest. This is gonna go so well. You play using Twitch chat. Okay. I like being a skeleton. Unfortunately for you, my man, you're about to die. So you send a local sheriff to arrest her. Prediction, your opponent disappears without a trace. Arrest a wizard, you might as well try to bottle the ocean. My farming goes down. My stab goes down. Defiance goes up. You fool, why would you anger her like this? Well, you know, I tried my best. The bucket, anyway, Proximus, the Persian magic was only a thing keeping them from falling apart. And now Pocketmon dies. I'm now scary. Nope, you die. You're succeeded by Pokemon the second. All right, pillar of the community. We got to get a W here, guys. If we don't get a W here, it might be curtains for King Kevin right off the bat. Your Highness, I regret to have to bring this matter to you, but there's no other way. We've been tracking a southern criminal who's wanting to conjure with a number of high-profile incidents back home. We thought she'd slipped the net until recently when she discovered she fled to the east and a number of years ago. But the counts are refusing to let her investigate further. Who is this criminal? We don't know her real name, but the peasants all call her Widowmaker Carrie. She lied, cheated, and murdered her way halfway across the south. Wait a moment. Are you talking about the old lady Carrie? She's a pillar of the community. Back in Rudgrad, I think. She arrived a few years ago from the south and used her wealth to invest in local businesses and set up an orphanage. Everyone loves her. Surely you jest, old lady Carrie. This woman is a bloodthirsty criminal and must be punished. Yeah, Jackie. Okay. I mean, definitely not doing that one. I personally say summon her to the capital to answer crimes to the king's justice. I think that's, wow. How did you vote so quickly? Did I click it at the same time you voted? Maybe. Let's see if Carrie's got a real good explanation. Maybe she's turned over a new leaf. Maybe she's a good person now. Hopefully. Let's see. When the Widowmaker Carrie arrives in the capital, she looks like any other sweet old lady, the sort of woman who gives local children candies and gives their parents wishes. Hell yeah. That's an old lady? Shit. The standards of calling people old in this game are something. They didn't even give her gray hair. If they'd given her gray hair and like one line under her eyes or two, damn. Fucking, if she's old, I'm ancient. How can I help, dearie? To be fair, life expectancy is probably 12. How do you plead to the Grandy quack quack sneak attacks accusations? Oh dear, I'm afraid quack quack sneak attack must have me mistaken for someone else. Oh shit. I swear, by every god there is, your holiness, I've never pillaged anything but my pantry. Why do you have the same name as an outlaw? Why did you move to the east? What did you do when you were young? Let's talk about why she here. I always liked it. There are people so delightful. Different. And they love orphans, just like me. Have I mentioned that I love orphans? That reminds me of myself. I have an orphanage for as long as I can remember. What did you do when you were younger? I worked in the mines. I did. I worked long hours, backbreaking. Taught me humility, it did. Why do you have the same name? Oh, well, there's lots of people in the South called Carrie. It's a very common name. Even my mother was called Carrie. You were an orphan since birth, but you know your mother's name? Fucking sussed her out, dude. Suddenly Carrie's face shifts. She adjusts her posture, standing up straight, and stares you right in the eyes. All right, you got me. Fucking got her, dude. Carrie, but I am reformed now. Ask the orphanage. Do we have an orphanage to ask? Let's ask this child. No, Your Majesty, we did not think we were important to bring any along. Are you really reformed, though? Do you think your good deeds wash out the bad? I hope so, Your Holiness, or else I would have not done them. It's all much of a muchness, really, though, ain't it? I've already admitted I'm the one that Quack Sneak Attack was looking for. Pompous idiot. Classic pompous idiot move right there. So what are you gonna do to me? Shit, chat. This could really make or break the kingdom. Behead her. Free Carrie. East. I say, you know, she's atoned for her things. Also, if this is old woman status, she might be dead in like a week. Hand her over to the south. We'll deal a fair judgment. Let her return to east. God above, Your Majesty, why is she admitted to her crimes? Carrie returns her old lady persona with a smile and then returns to Redgar. She continues to care for the orphanages, water plants, and enjoy her twilight years in relative peace. The king's justice can be fickle indeed. Whew. Fucking dodged a bullet there, chat. All right, let's see what these hotties are all about. I found 3 potential matches. Cool, let's see what they're all about. Your mother leads you to the room. All right, then let's see the eligible bachelorettes. She whisks off the first portrait. Xenia, the eldest daughter. Damn. Pulling off that bald look. Daughter of the Eastern Pocketmon dynasty. Shit. Her father died, and now her brother rules in her stead. I'm not sure why the artist made her look so severe. Just a trick of the light, perhaps. A very pious young lady. She's obsessed with her family legacy. On a 5 scale, I'm going to give this one a 3. Just because of her piety. Next, we have a southerner, Bellona, the eldest daughter of the rat lineage. She reputed to have an ego the size of the sun. But there's nothing wrong with confidence, right? Like many in the South, she claims to put her faith in the 9th god above all worldly concerns. She's got grand plans by all accounts. She wants to change the world. Again, a 3. Let's see what our final option is. Another bald one. Okay. The marshals offer Helmine, a scion of the prestigious Tornillo bloodline, a typical baroness, really loud, brash, and self-absorbed, but mostly well-meaning. Watch, she's going to be also pious. Most of the barons here, her great passion is hunting. No great beast is safe from her crossbow. She is said to have obsessed with carving a place for herself in history. Damn, all these options are tough. That's my girl. Shit. Chat. Shit. I've made my decision. Xenia's cool. Bellona is okay. Helmine is alright. I mean, I don't know. They all kind of suck, to be honest. But I've got bigger political issues than anything. Who can I afford to piss off? Let's start there. I don't think I can afford to piss off the marches. All right, end of the season. Bum, 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 bum. In a tiny village far for the part of the east, two counts meet in a derelict tavern. No one dares even glance in their direction. Another priest has left the estate today. He said there's no sense in preaching to the truly lost. They have heard the same across the east. We are no longer trapped under the church's thumb. Good for you guys. Now we must not falter. If the king grows proud, we can offer him unlimited reward, immortality. For the next stage, the council must raise authority to 5 or more. Well, that might be easy. Back in the south, plot to have the king excommunicated, picking up momentum. Two grandees stand on a balcony overlooking the city of Covana. I assume it's Spanish because, porque no? The city may look peaceful, but underneath is nothing but discontent. All across the kingdom, peasants are sharpening their cutlery and barricading their shacks. Moss dealer, welcome in. You are... Who did you join? You joined the Barons. Rocket Diego, welcome in as well. Who did you join? Diego is a Baron. We got a decent showing today. Exactly. The commoners are afraid, and it is time to find their faith. For the next stage, the grandees must raise all religious faiths to a combined total of at least 10, which they do have already. So 4 seasons from now. Easy one right there. Let's see what the Barons have to do. General, fantastic news. We've ready to move forward with the plan. The kingdom is in such state that commoners are begging for someone to save them all. All we need is a suitable boogeyman to really rile them up. The Ashley Empire will do, I should think. All after they covered our lands, especially in the March. Do they? I don't think you even border them. This statement only makes sense when you guys border them. I don't think you have a border with them, so interesting. Good thinking, General. While your campaign warns Ashford threat, the proposed marches defend will be built an army. Back your words. Coil Boy. Welcome in. Thank you so very much for the follow. We are playing some King of the Castle. Hope all is well with you. But our lands are by far the most desirable, I guess. Have the highest military for 3 seasons. You say? Let's get out reverse voting. We haven't really used it once. Rebellion time. Nobody can rebel just yet except for the grandees, unless they want to pop off. Good luck with that. If you'd like to pop off, pop off. About face. Yeah. Oh, I guess you do share a border. I was mistaken. I was mistaken by this weird border gore that's happening there. Falsely accused in the royal wedding. We'll do the royal wedding last. Your Majesty, new anti-counterfeit coins are almost ready to roll out. We have issued, however, the common folk now associate your face with the old valueless coins. Perhaps we should replace your image with something else. But my face has nothing to do with this forgery. Try telling the common folks, Your Majesty. If a coin has your face, it's called Kevin's Folly. It's fucking bullshit. Tell these stupid peasants that it's not Kevin's Folly. Get out of here. Refuses to accept it and legal tender. Not to worry, Your Majesty. I know you who could shoulder this burden. Why don't you put Sabino's face on the coin? Get the actual fuck out of here. Sabino is a notable public figure in the South. Why would I do that? No. Authority goes down, stability goes up. What is this? This is a madness. This is absolute madness. How do I vote again? Exclamation vote and then the letter you want. I mean, Sabino can go suck it. So there you go. We'll see. Personally, I would like to replace with the treasurer's face. I think it would be funny, but we'll see. We'll see what chat decides. That's kind of the vibe of the game, as you could imagine. Chat decides what's gonna happen. And they say maybe a three-way tie. Three-way tie. Wow. Wow, chat. What is this? Almost down party lines. Except for, yeah, weird. Okay, this is interesting that you guys voted this way. I guess. I mean, the treasurer gets 1,000 gold. I would love 1,000 gold. I don't think we're gonna roll well, so that's not great. Authority coming down isn't great either, but trade going up might be worthwhile. I would like the money. How do I join? Exclamation join, and then your gender. I want Kevin to rule all. Oh, my face, your majesty? I don't know what to say. Dude, our fucking authority is about to drop like a pit. It's gonna drop to 0. Even better, when the new coins roll out with the treasury, she becomes obsessed with focus on using obscure accounting tricks to collect all as many as possible. Yikes. Yikes. Of course, this is more simple-minded of the comment side. The treasurer is the true queen. I could marry this lady. Me and the treasurer could be lovers. I'm fine with that. Yikes. You guys can rebel if you'd like. Let's do false accusation. Skolos, welcome in. Thank you so very much for the follow. Smart, marry the opposition. Your Majesty, I bring bad news from our newly constructed prison in the March. One of your prisoners murders. Give me the pig, says Pokemon. What pig would you like? We have pirate pig. We have the pirate pig, the alien pig, or the red pig. Those are your options. Let's do this event and I'll give you the pig. Oh, we'll do this first. Okay. For those who don't know, we're on Twitch and we have chat things where you can get pigged. Hopefully that's 1,000 points well spent. And I can drink water as well. One of the prisoners is murderous rogue by the name of Woofus Spurt. He escaped. His location is currently unknown. Double door bang open. Grubby looking peasant strides into the house, escorted by an anxious watchman. In this room. Sorry, Your Majesty. He said he was urgent. He was wanted a pretty he's pretty persuasive. Your Majesty, I swear I'm innocent. Baron Rock Diego threw me in prison on trumped up charges simply because I said I didn't like their hat. Well, you don't got a hat. That's silly. Whoop whoop, straight to jail. Aaron stole my fashion. My liege, I have no idea what this fool is talking about. Well, you don't seem to be wearing a hat all of a sudden. So let's think about that. If you vote for a D or B, it is game over. Just to let everybody know. If we vote for B or D, this game immediately comes to a screeching halt. So maybe A, that would be the smartest move. So we don't have this game immediately. A or C. Because if it's B or D, it's game. Boom, 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 boom. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. 7 have voted. We'll give you 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. God, I am on a knife's edge when it comes to these two stats. It's a bad hat. I should go to prison for speaking a simple truth. Hats look stupid, says the man wearing a hat. One more bad word about my hat, knave, and I'll kill you myself. Takes 7 watchmen to wrestle Baron Rockendigo and Wolf Spurs, dragged down to the dungeons. Sick. Shit. We are fighting for our lives. King Kevin is... Whew. All right, we can do a royal wedding at least. At least that's going to up our stats. Our wedding to our wife naturally is the talk of the kingdom. Nobles and peasants alike travel from across the realm to attend. For a week and a day, the capital is one giant party. It feels like you're the only one not taking part. Instead, you're getting ready for the ceremony. Soon enough, you'll stand in St. Bertrand's Cathedral with Helene. I do. Jesus Christ, I've never needed a boost to my stats more than ever. After the wedding, of course, there's a feast, and after the feast, a dance. Your new wife dances so vigorously, she spills wine all over herself. Hell yeah. By the time you find yourself alone, it's past midnight, and you've never felt so tired. Good God, I'm so drunk, and yet, somehow, not drunk enough. Time for more wine? Servants, bring us wine! Ha, that's the spirit. Technically, wine's not a spirit. That's just reserved for hard alcohol. Just trying to get that straight out of the gates of this marriage. What did you think of the wedding? It was damn beautiful from start to finish, wasn't it? I had a whale of a time. So what do you like to do with your spare time? Shall we go to bed? No time like the present. She swings back her last dregs of wine and leads you to the bed. Didn't we just call for wed? It's beautiful. That's my daughter. And the season. All right. Everybody's on their bullshit of technically step 2 of 3. Looks like everybody but the counts are gonna succeed pretty soon. This gets checked in 2 seasons. This gets checked in 3. Same with this one. Rebellion report. The grandees could rebel if they truly cared to. Terrible curse. Back from the hunt. A thief. I don't like any of those events. But before we do that, let's run a quick ad. We're at that time period again. So we'll do that. Looks like Quack Quack Sneak Attack is trying to do a sneak attack on me. Yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff. So far, I feel like this run's been super turbulent. I feel like we normally aren't this in a hole. Maybe it's because I haven't played in a minute, so I don't remember how things work. What are you doing? We're going to destroy it with a rebellion. I mean, it's possible you might win, but I'm going to use this time to use the restroom. So I'll be right back. Just made myself some grilled. Bye, get out of here. Currently playing Football Manager. Is Football Manager good? I've heard good things about it, but I'm not exactly sure of its validity. It's goated. Is that the new game we should become really good and proficient at? Coil boy, I think you're already in. Yeah, you are. You are a baron. Let's look at everybody's their fits. Right. It's a pretty good fits. That's pretty good. The people who pay for this game can customize their characters, so they have the opportunity to change up their look and stuff. I think it was on sale like last week. Unfortunately, it's not. Still stuck watching ads. Maybe I need to subscribe. Would be much appreciated, but not expected to have you do so. Okay, how much longer on this ad? 2 seconds. 2 more seconds on the ad. This is good. We're good here. We're good there. Everybody's good. Alrighty. So humble. I'm top of Bamber District in Lord Jersey FA Premier Division, the 13th tier of English football. Maybe I should get into Football Manager. Get real good at that game. All I remember from that game, or at least the like limited things I've seen about it, is that you can change how much ticket prices are and how much, and you get to design the jersey. So that's kind of fun. Other than that, I have no clue how it works. I think you also get to choose how the teams are set up, but again, I know nothing of Football Manager. Sounds like a dress-up game for men. I mean, I've seen a couple TikToks where men pretend to do a post-game conference about their team. So it is, yes, a dress-up game for men. It's The Sims, but with a football skin. Terrible curse. Let's move on. Our baron here rushes into the council chamber, breathless and in disarray. By the 9th, you look like you haven't slept for weeks. That's because I've placed under a curse. Look, my hair is falling out in chunks. Looks like you got a full lock of hair, so maybe not. It was one of them common folks. I saw it in her eyes. She's an evil witch. Witch hunt, witch hunt, witch hunt, witch hunt, witch hunt. Let's test this witch, everybody. Test the witch. Test the witch. Test the witch. Send scholars to marshlands to find an explanation. Nope. We're gonna test her. Put her into the water. Dunk her head into the water. Dunk her toes into the water. Take pictures of her. Chat's like, what? What was that last thing he just said? Hold up. What did he just say about the witch's feet? Alrighty, it looks like we have a majority. You arrange for a priestess of the 9th god to question the accused. The church does not look kindly upon witches, particularly if they've cursed a noble for no reason. Oh, the peasant girl denies everything, but her defiant attitude gets her in trouble. After a few days of questioning, the verdict announced guilty. Well, accused is hauled away for punishment, but the hair trouble persists. Word quickly spreads about innocent peasants muttering that the witch was innocent. Rough time period to be a woman. Rough time period to always be a woman. I don't know if there's any time period where women were having a good time. Just saying. Coil boy, welcome, Your Majesty. It outrageous. I demand justice. Last week, the grandee, the moss dealer, shook my hand as a supposed show of reconciliation and stole my family lucky ring. Guys, why are you coming to the king with this fucking bullshit? This seems like why? Sometimes I just feel like I'm your parent. This feels like you guys could have had this conversation and not bring it to the king. Is this a matter of state? I don't think this is a matter of state. By the 9th, nonsense. Rummage through your drawers. I'm sure you'll find this ring. Clearly the ring was lucky enough. Your Majesty, a feud has stood between my family for centuries, our families for centuries. Masila's ancestors called inquisitors on my ancestors for being a demon worshipper. Well, were they? That's because the ancestors were growing horns from their head. Oof. Enough! I know the moss dealer stole my priceless ring. It brings the march great luck and bounty. My dear cousin is wear it when they marry. God, why am I brought to this bullshit? Send the Chancellor to the south to investigate it. It's probably the best option. Arrest the grandee, the moss dealer, immediately. Have they checked the huge gloves? B for authority. We'll see. We'll see what... The counts are probably going to want B. Everybody else vote however you'd like. The moss dealer not looking good. Oh, but we might have a... Moss dealer, save yourself. Vote. Thank God. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. All right. We have 6 out of 7. We'll give you seconds. 5 more seconds to vote. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Damn. Just like that. Grandy's going straight to jail. Yikes. No, I'm innocent. I tell you. Come on. Out you go. The Moss Dealer II has joined the council. Whoop. As the watch drags them away, the council hall falls into stunned silence. But the barons share satisfied glance. Yikes-a-ronies. This is unjust. I mean, like, I agree. Just what they deserve. Clearly. I respect that. Kevin, dearest, I have something for you. It's something I brought back from the latest hunt. A trophy. Takes you by the hand and leads you into the Great Hall. A white sheet hangs from across the statue that wasn't there before. Woo! What does she give me? When she pulls the sheet free and it falls to the floor, a taxidermy figure of a grown brown bear is revealed, snarling and angry as if it's ready to attack. Fearsome! This will be perfect for install some fear for the nobles. I have scared off servants. Get it out of here. This would make a fine gift for one of my nobles. Should I help the counts out? My jail cell has more room for a bear. Needs some art in here. All right, I'll help the counts out. It's probably not my best idea, but you know, the bear makes a fine addition to the council chamber. Your nobles give it a nervous glance every time they enter the room. Sick. All right, time for more gambling. As you know, this is the auction house. We're going to try to bet on things you want to have happen. If you're the, let's see, how's this working? If you're the marches, you probably want A. If you're the counts, you probably want D. If you're the grandees, you probably want E. So those A, D, E, you're all meeting your goals, but anything can happen and you could lower it in time. So off you go. You get 60 seconds to gamble away your life. One whole gold has been put on. Oh, 500. Okay. I was like, damn, are we just going to do onesie twosies? There we go. Yes. My outfit is looking very fine. Very fine indeed. The finest outfit. Boom, boom. Thank you for everybody who's been watching the stream so far. I hope you've been enjoying it. We've had a decent amount of people show up today. I'm pleasantly surprised. Normally I feel like sometimes it's like pulling teeth with this game, and then sometimes it's like very quick. We've had a decent amount of people. Thank you to Doctus Mangus for the follow, Zero Gaming as well, Track 65-1, Frizz, Quack Quack, Quail Boy, Sclusius. Thank you all very much for the follow. All right, what one? Looks like the marches have put more military and faith has gone up. Rebellion report. On the verge of rebellion. Yeah, that's my bad. About your heir. Hordling attacks. Word from the march. Word from the march? Let's go with the hordling attacks. Your Highness, I've ruined. The hordlings have occupied my vineyard and driven my staff away. It's a hordling. Grubby little creatures, like fat green babies with claws. Hard to kill, fire's the only way to get rid of them permanently. Damn. Tough. Britannia, welcome in. How you doing today? Whatever you do, we should do it soon. They're eating all the grapes. I'll assemble the council, because apparently I can't do shit. Burn the vineyard to the ground. Strong arms other than grandees into sending military to help. Hire adventurers guild to do that. We're not gonna burn the vineyard to the ground, that's for sure. Guild oldlings. Damn. We've really said, you know what? Fuck the South in particular. You know what the South needs to be? Screwed over. That's for damn sure. Looks like everybody agrees for the most part. Screw the South. Boom. 14 nobles. That's a decent showing. I don't know. I guess some people have left. That's maybe why there's more in the barons, but looks like it's a tie. All right. As the tie breaks, strong arm the grandees into sending military help. Hire adventurers from the guild to investigate. I mean, I think we have enough money. We can hire adventurers. We've picked on the grandees a decent amount this reign. You dip in the treasury to hire stern-faced adventurers from the guild. Hey, adventurer does not even have a name. He's just known by his title. Never fear, your majesty. I've driven them out without collateral damage. We can always pick on the grandees more. Fair. Word from the march. Your majesty, I have something a bit embarrassing to report. Remember I accused grandees. You're telling me you came to me? You came to me and you said he's definitely stole my family's ring. You're telling me I imprisoned the wrong person? Who could have foreseen this coming? I accused Grandee the Moss Dealer II, parent, of stealing my family's lucky ring, and they were arrested. Funny thing, my cousin was the culprit. Wow. Wow, I needed a ring, Emmy. Damn, what is bald just like the thing that's in vogue? Is everybody just bald person? No, just so happens to be like several of the people that we interact with are bald. Oh, there's one bald person. Wait. Guilty of being too cool. I needed the ring to propose my dear Ophelia of the moss dealing family. I knew our family would never allow such a match. And I knew the magic ring would bring good fortune to our union. It was a perfect gift. What? God above, my parents rot away in prison because of this travesty? Yeah, that's about right. Your family are honorless knaves. Shit. Excuse me, I have long, luscious hair. Listen, Quack, we all know it's a wig. Ophelia and anywhere near this cousin. For once, I agree, Grandees. Counsel your majesty, step in and end this ridiculous romance. I mean, why do I have to... This game. The council should interfere with effects of the heart. Bless this union, the council loves love. I mean, let the people fuck. I mean, let the people do whatever they're gonna do. Let the lovers love. Council like, nah, that ain't it. Bless the union. Let the people smooch. Smooches are allowed. Consenting smooches. Consensual smooch. So silly. No! The ninth has will that we shall not intervene. Bless the union, says the council. Oh, thank you, your majesty. Jesus, I'm pissing off the Grandees so much. You're formally blessed upcoming marriage of Emily and Ophelia. Both the barons and grandees are outraged, claiming that you've disrespected their centuries-long feud. Well, maybe this is what will make the feud go away. So wedding preparations begin. The story of the love-struck couple imagination of the marches peasants who work together to have a huge cornucopia as a wedding gift. It's rude. Thief, kill him. Your marriage has grown strong and steady like an old castle wall. Though it began as a political arrangement, our marriage is built on her killing a bear and having it taxidermied. That's essentially the whole marriage. Sometimes this event is so funny because it's just like, there are some times where you're like, oh, I'll help you out with this or that. It's like, no, she killed a bear and then that bear helped me. Yeah. The high time you thought about an heir. Congratulations, our order. The royal wedding was a magnificent affair. I'm very happy, thank you. Your happiness isn't important as it fulfills your duty to the kingdom. But I'm glad you found a way to have both. You've done well so far, but something's still missing, an heir. You'll need someone young whose loyalty is assured. A child of your own would do the trick, even if they are a bastard. Me and my girl are gonna smooch. I'll arrange it for a month to have off from ruling so that you can get down to business. It's business. It's business time. Definitely gonna get a copy strike for singing the Flight of the Conchords 2005 greatest hit, Business Time. Is it actually called Business Time now that I think about it? It's business. It's business time. I'm looking up the song. Yeah, Flight of the Conchords. When did this come out? 2008. My mistake. I said 2005. Yeah. Commoners are signing up in droves for Takipa and proclaiming false eclipse of the king. In the Grand Hall, Frisia Castle, a number of figures are hunched around the hearth, plotting away. Soon the people will beg us to depose the pathetic king. General is in its place in the final blow. What's the next? Provoke a civil war and take over the palace. Raise own defiance. Enact a swift and brutal palace coup. Lower authority. So, barons, this is your time to shine. Yeah, it's Kevin singing. Don't ruin it. This. Hey, I like Kevin singing. It's business. It's business time. Business hours are over, baby. Okay, definitely getting copy striped. I said 2 lines of the song. Looks like you guys are gonna raise your own defiance. Let's see how high you gotta get it to. A civil war? How delectable. Of course, we must make sure that other nobles are suitable and enraged. Yikes. We just need to give them a push. Yikes. For the final stage, barons must raise others' defiance to a combined total of at least 12, or ensure region begins rebellion. Okay. So I just got the end game. At least one of the regions has an active final stage of the scheme. If they pass, they'll win the game, and there's some expectation. All right, so we're gonna tax the barons, untax the counts. Oh, sorry, the grandees, and keep these guys the same. Sorry, you're getting bribes. How much money would that bring us to? 19? What is it worth dropping that much money? I think we do it. We just lower everybody's rebellion expectations a little bit. You know, keep the temperature going. Prying eyes, happy couple, the deceased. All that's saying is maybe we do actually like the king. Elderly grandee Dorinda, a cousin many times removed from the grandee I cannot say this. Magnus died in her sleep last week. She was nearly 90 Will you believe it? I'm sorry, friend of yours. Not at all, your majesty. She was very, very wealthy. However, she could have spent more time with her accounts. She died without a will, and the nobles are scrambling for her estate. Grandies Dorina was my relative. I wrote to her at least once a year. Of course, the estate should be mine. My late great-grandfather used to play backgammon with her. He swore she intended to leave it to our family. By all that is holy, this is pitiful claim. Okay. Give the estate to the Grandies. Give the estate to the barons. Redistribute the established amongst the southern peasants. Claim the estate for the treasury. So my guess is we should do A because to spite the barons. So maybe do A. A for spite. How many barons are there? There seems to be a lot of you, but that might not be true. But either way, who's getting this money? Magnus is getting. How much money does Magnus have already? Decent amount. So the rich just get richer, as is tradition in this game. That is the thing you learn from this game. The rich just consistently get richer. Fuck the barons. Wow, everyone has really united to fuck the barons. I mean, they are on the final stage, so that is one thing. So other grandees are delighted, even send you treasury, a gift, a basket as a token of appreciation. Cool. The defiance came down. We got some money in our bank. Let us do happy couple. Your Majesty, the happy couple from the March and the South are here to speak at the council. Jesus. Emmy, my man, my girl, my person. You've caused this council enough problems. What do you want now? Oh, Your Highness, you've brought us so much joy. I can't believe I finally get to be with my dear Ophelia. But it's not all good. We want to get married and start a farm together. Enjoy some peace and quiet for change. All we need is each other and a few adorable animals. And a wedding would be a tiny 300-400 people at most. But of course, refuse to give us anything. Please, Your Majesties, help us out. Why is this a council vote? Why can't I just give them money? The farm's idea is silly. They're on their own. Stability comes down. Wealth goes up. I mean, again, make the marchers in charge of it. Give them land in the barrenry area so that they then can do that. Everybody's like, nah, that's a bad idea. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Whose wealth is this pulling from? I wonder. Farmers, they're on their own. It must be somebody else. I don't know. All right. We need one more vote for A. I would love for A to pass, but let's see what happens. 1, 2. I guess we'd count down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And it looks like C is gonna pass. Once you vote, you cannot unvote 0. So that is one of the things about voting early and often. Defiance went down for both groups. For once, the barons and grandees are in agreement, though. Luckily, Ring is supposed to be bringing bounty to land. No one wants their relatives doing actual work. But as the word spread, the council decision, the people grumble. How could the king hate love so much? I do hate it. But the marchers give money to each of them. They're never seen again. Prying eyes. I don't know what this event is. Count fear itself, Your Highness. You are, of course, the greatest king of the century. Is there something you're after? Your Grace, I seek only to tell you the truth as I see it plain. The power you could have been even greater. Death comes for us all. Oh, We're getting sold. We're getting the hard sell right now. The hard sell on being immortal. That sounds... What are you saying? Simply, there are opportunities for you to reign beyond you may have imagined, Your Highness. I have believed you are strong enough to take them. I can arrange more meetings so that we discuss this matter further. Door bursts open. It's the Inquisitor, High Inquisitor here. Ah, so there you've got your first. No matter. The counts have arranged everything and they've been building up a strike. It's not how it sounds. But there's something more sinister afoot. Their ultimate aim is to recruit you into a cult of immortal blood drinkers. I mean, the vibe, that seems like a fun vibe. What a tale. All we wanted is to help the king. Is it true? Of course not. It's true. It's 100% true. This is heresy of the highest order. The council must know. Okay. Force the monarch to officially refuse the cult. Nah. Prevent the counts from seeking private audience with the king. So if you are a baron or a grandee, B is probably your best bet. I would do that. It delays it for one more season. What does this look like on camera? Oh, it's just orange. Okay. Become immortal. The thing is about immortality is that there's a high likely chance that you will get stuck upside down in a hole and be living immortal in a hole forever. Doesn't that sound terrible? Why'd you have to tell them? Just trying to inform my constituents, my fellow people. Somehow you scheduled before becomes chock full of nobles demanding your attention. Can you chew your way out of your immortal teeth? The hole can handle these molars. You're just fucking eating. You're just eating and just swallowing. Oh, that sounds terrible. Your Majesty, sandstorms have been sweeping across the southern farmlands. There are bound to be crop shortage next year. Never mind that. What about the Baron's armor, eh? The blacksmith can hardly keep up with the demand. More and more visits take up your time. So more important, mainly decidedly not. You have no chance to speak with the counts at all. The counts start their goal will not be evaluated until the next season. Okay. So unfortunately for you, one more season. Whereas the grandees, deep in the south, a group of the grandees watch silently as they blindfold grandee Magnus tries to stab a portrait of King Kevin. Don't do that. That's me. I'm King Kevin. Wait, you guys don't like me? Why did this? We did this at my granddaughter's 4th birthday with a drawn-up pig. Grandee Magnus hits the mark and a cheer erupts with this secluded villa. Friends, honored guests, people of the faith, the 9th god has spoken. Now we begin the final stages of our plan. Let's get the excommunication going. Goal 1, raise authority. Goal 2, raise treasury. Shit. Yeah. I wonder how much you have to raise authority by. I wonder if, usually it's like 3 or 4 points, depending on the situation. All right. Looks like everybody agrees it is A. It shall be done. We must now ensure the king is seen as a tyrant. For the final stage, the grandees must raise authority by 7. Ayo, what? That's kind of bullshit. It's kind of rude. Alrighty. The city in flame. Destitute grandees, stone maiden. Wow, the south is getting absolutely kachowed this time. Kevin's my king. Oh, that's so good. To 7. Ugh, yeah. A city in flame. Your Holiness, there has been a terrible fire in the city of Calavi, where once there were buildings, there is now a field of smoldering ashes. Filled with religious convictions, the townfolk seized traveling wizard and attempted to burn them at the stake for practicing dark magic. We walked out into the city unharmed. The same cannot be said for those who tried to burn him. If you let us help him, help the peasants. This is why you never tangle with wizards. I was hoping the council might unlock some funds from the treasury. Rebuild the city exactly as it was. I think that's fine. Offer no help. That's rude. I don't like that one. Find and punish the wizard. We've figured out that finding and punishing wizards doesn't work out. Traditionally, not a good vibe. But hey, let's rebuild the cities for these people. Grandees, don't you want to help your people out and vote for A? If you vote for A, then you get a brand new city, which is sick, I guess. But it looks like the counts are like, yeah, that sounds great. Vote C, actually. Vote your mom, actually. Got him. It's your boy, How. Welcome in. How you doing today? You have joined. Where have you joined? You are a grandee. You order immediate reconstruction of Calavi. Cheap wooden houses take no time to build, are soon populated by candle-wielding, dry blanket-bearing common folks. What could go wrong? Not my problem. I rebuilt the city, not my bag. Stone Maiden. I hate the Stone Maiden. Behold, your holiness, says it's your boy How. The grandee, it's your boy How, pulls aside a tarp to reveal a granite statue of grandee Quack Quack Sneak Attack. The statue is impeccable, detailed, and expression of frozen grimace. A sad sight in it, is it not? That's not a statue, is it? Astutely observed, your majesty. This all remains of my fellow grandee. Rip. It seems the Stone Maiden is abroad in the south. Well, I know she's abroad, but she's called the Stone Maiden. This is no laughing matter. I thought it was kind of funny. She's a walking statue with burning yellow eyes. All who meet her gaze are turned to stone. She sleeps for years and time before waking and terrorizing the kingdom. She must have been ambushed by Grandee's Quack Quack Sneak Attack on the latest vineyard inspection. Please, your holiness, you must do something. Rip. Send the army to smash this rubble. Tell everybody in the south to hide. Consult fairy tale. I mean, 55% chance. Let's roll the bones and see if we can actually survive. Kevin is the best KTT streamer. Thank you, Pi. I agree too. I am the best at streaming KOTC, except for there's probably some other people who are more engaging and interesting, but yes. The thing about this game is I wish they would open it up for mods, because like if somebody reskinned this into a Game of Thrones, people would absolutely lose their minds. They would probably really enjoy this. I also like the format. I think the one really biggest drawback of this game is that it just doesn't have enough events. If they had, before they stopped developing it, if they had put in like 20 to 30 more events, I think I'd be happy. But what we have is also pretty good. They are the best KOT streamer because they have the best players. Match in the game, but really serious. Have you talked about Hoi yet this stream? We have surprisingly not have a single. This is the first mention of Hoi. Hearts of Iron has not been brought up at all. You send for expert folklorist from the Quail University. According to legends, Stone Maiden always stays far inland, away from the shore. Perhaps there's something there. There's a solution. A saline solution. She must react badly to seawater. You send a squad of knights, each armed with a blindfold and a bucket of seawater to grant your surprise. As soon as they drench, the Stone Maiden shrieks and flees back into the underground. Hell yeah. I had some pies and used Twitch accounts. It was okay. I mean, sandwiches are pretty good, but pies are pretty much the same. The adventurers you sent to the vineyard have not returned. Yikes. Now I do not even have any money to pay my servants. I cannot sell the vineyard, for the worth of this plummet to 0. Buy the vineyard at the old value. Quack, quack, sneak attack. How much cash do you have? Where are you? Oh, you don't have any money. Well, I can help you out. Granny's quack, quack, sneak attack happily signs vineyards to you for the modest sum. The hoardlings vanish from the property not long after without you lifting so much as a finger. What will be done with a new acquisition? Sell the vineyard. Renovate the vineyard. Sell the vineyard. I guess we'll make a profit off of it. You put the vineyard up for sale. Advertise with a cutlery included. Cutlery included. You soon find an eager buyer and enthusiast. The Pokemon the second. So you have no money. Okay, good. I mean, we'll have the money event next turn. While playing game of chess in an austere castle, 2 counts of the east discuss their schemes against the crown. Most pleasing king is drunk with power. Yeah, that's me. I'm drunk. Should we really show the king the true secrets of the group? I thought that was the point, immortality and all that. Yes, but their secrets are meant to be well kept secret. What if we pulled a wool over his eyes? You guys would do that to me? You'd invite me to the little club and then you'd lie to me like that? That's not very nice. Plan a false immortality ritual for the king that will kill him. Lower their own defiance. Shit, it is at 0. That's pretty fair. Well, we've got an interesting hill to climb now. Unless we can piss off the counts, it's GG's, chat. We'll see. For the final stage, the counts must lower their defiance to 1 or less. So, yikes. Everybody's on their last scheme. It's going to be tough. So, I'll remind you. The barons want regions to total defiance to 12 or 1 region rebels. The counts want to lower their defiance to 1 or less. The excommunication boys wants to raise the authority to 7 or more. So hopefully we get a count event that absolutely pisses everybody off. An invitation. Perfect. I'm afraid I'm busy on that date. Shit. Bankruptcy looms. The treasury is almost empty, Your Highness. I couldn't possibly say we might get screwed. We might get screwed. I think they have it in the bag. Unless I can pull an event that pisses people off. No. See. Okay. Shit. Well, GG's, chat. I guess we could try to crack open some tombs. I don't know if that gives defiance to everybody, but we can try to tomb it. Let's pray that it gives defiance to everybody. Okay. Whew! Shit. Watch, my heir. No, fuck. No, I did this in the wrong order. I did this in the wrong order. Fuck. I did it in the wrong order. Okay. Whew. Okay. I thought for some reason the air event gave defiance. Okay, we're good. All right, we still have another season. Jesus Christ. Woo! Alrighty. Kevin overreacted. Let's just make it wrong order. Wasn't the wrong order. Turns out, still king of the castle. For one more turn at least. Alrighty, so authority is what you want to increase if you are the grandees, so you'll go with F. If you're everybody else, it doesn't really matter. So gamble. You got 60 seconds to do it. What? I didn't realize that if you hit spacebar, you can just ring the bell a couple times for some reason. I don't know why it was letting me do that, but it was. Thank you for everybody who's been watching the stream so far. I hope you've been enjoying it. If you have, consider following us on our other social medias. We mostly don't. We play a lot of games, but Crusader Kings 3 is the major game we play. For some reason, it says we're playing King of the Castle. Yeah, hopefully that saved it. Okay, there we go. We'll probably play 2. After this one, we'll maybe play 1 more, and depending on how quickly that one goes, we might get a 3rd in. I think 3 is usually my max. It's a lot of reading, and it's a lot of thinking. So we'll see what has happened. Looks like D, the theater has gone down, and B, the trade has come down. So, unfortunate. Your ambition, Gossamer Shield, brand new harvest. Our ambition, at the start of your reign, you said you wanted to be father. Oh, fuck yeah, boys. Also, we got to, this knife edge that I'm on right here, Defiance has to be up of 3, but below 12. Right now, they're at 10. So we didn't get our ambition done in time, which is unfortunate. All these guys are going to suggest things. I think stability in trade is what our ambition is for the final. Wise decision, Your Majesty. I begin recruiting spies. We'll send them across the kingdom in guise of traveling bards. We're not even close, says at 10. What's the Gossamer Shield? Pie, Your Grace. Heed my plea. The great tragedy of our time has befallen the East. A demon hatched from the ground. Worse even than that, a fear and order of once great knights has fallen into disrepute. In the order of the Gossamer Shield, Your Majesty, they were once the greatest knights. The order to serve the counts, their virtue were extolled by bards across the land. The tale would make a troll weep. But they've been brought low. They've been working as a glorified bounty hunter for the South. This is a stain on our honor. Military went up. Okay, good. Some of the grandees' wealth has decreased. Gossamer Security has been solving problems, and we want them solved, kicking butts that we want kicked. We should do KOTC and CK3. I've thought about that. The hard thing is that we would have to set up a third party. I just don't know how we would set up a third party like voting system. I think if I could establish that, like I would definitely be down. I don't know how it would work, but we could see. Please, Your Highness, I beg the council's blah blah blah. Okay. Recall the order and restore the court's dignity. That lowers stability trade. I don't want that one. Invest the Gossamer Shield to help protect the South. That pisses off the Baron. It pisses off these boys, but also helps out in certain regards. Ignore the situation. I'm going to veto ignore the situation. If you're a grandee, you probably want this one. If you're a count, you definitely want A. Grandees are just like, nah. Authorities go up. Authority goes brrr. Oh, I totally forgot hiring to join the Palace Watch. Didn't even read that one. Dun, dun, dun. Everybody's like, screw your options, Kevin. I don't know why the Barons are doing this one, but we'll see. They want stability go up and down. So let's see how much it changes. So it goes up a little bit. Stability drops. Fuck. Okay. All right. Knife's edge, boys. My liege, scholars have great things of the East has invested in a new farming implement. Farming goes up. Nice. It would be a great use to use this in the March. Our farms are struggling to keep them demands. We'll not share the design with you like likes of you in the March Leash. Our people work hard on the machines. We deserve to reap the rewards. Force the counts to distribute the design. If we don't do A, it's GG's. If we do A, they're at 9. Yikes. There's no... it's like, I don't know. There's no good answers here. Leave the machines in the East. Halt the production of these machines. They are front to the honest, hard workers. We should be a little bribery next time, my liege. Because I don't know, if it goes up by 1, that's fine. If it goes up by more than 1, it's not fine. Because we're at 9, 10, 11. So we can go up by 2. So A is the one I think is the best. Dun 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Damn, this is actually one of the first ones in a long time that has been this close. That like everybody at any point. Right now, I don't think the Grandies are in the best position to win, but I think the other two factions are very likely to succeed. Leo, welcome in. Just playing some Crusader, not Crusader. Fuck. Is that 12 exactly? No. We're just 1 below. Jesus Christ, dude. We're so close. All right, everybody's farming went up. And the fact the markets don't mind it much. The machines go a long way to improving the agriculture in the regions. At least we've been actually improving like the stats of our people. We have not been very successful with the faith increases, but I need some breathing room. We got to get the Grandies cash, I think. This is so stressful. Bribe counts. I don't think the counts going down 1, I don't think is the smartest move, because then they're... No, 1 is 7, and then it's 10. Barons get the cruel tax. Sorry, Barons. I need money. And we could, I guess we could, I don't know. Grandies have most voting power. Do they have the most voting power? I don't think that's true. All right. That's what we're doing. Alrighty. Ambition, spy network, nightly virtue, horrible haunting. We'll do our ambition first, and we'll see what happens. All goes according to plan, Your Majesty. Let me show you. Your spy master takes through a secret passage in your own private office. Emerge into a hidden chamber where a number of hooded figures are where. There are my agents. They can blend into a crowd effortlessly and still slip a knife between a traitor's ribs. Don't worry about it. The place is riddled with secret passages. Soon our spies will infiltrate the courts all over the nobles. Your council just discuss as travel brands. One of these spies tosses across aside her cloak, revealing a lute and a colorful costume of troubadour. With her charm, flattery, they will worm their way into nobles' hearts. I hope that makes sense. Makes even the gaunt Tavillian look like a rank amateur. Can this give us a song? A few notes plucked in the lute and assembled spies launched into a ballad. It's actually not bad. Toes are tapping. If you think it's good, you should see them throw a knife. Can you cut a rope at the 30 yards? They will learn to fear me. Indeed, your majesty. A week passes before you hear more news. Your spy master arrives in your office with a tiny scroll and a small cherry stem. The message from one of the agents in the field, your majesty, has sent to Baron to keep disguised as a singer and jester armed with a lute and set of juggling balls. Open it. 60% chance. Let's see what happens. Spymaster studies the scroll for the moment and a smile creeps across her face. So that's one check. One of two checks can happen. So if I pass the next check, it's GG's. She's been welcomed into the Baron's court with open arms and is already flattered with the fawns of songs. Let us hope our other spies are just as successful. Over the next few weeks, you receive back word from more and more of your agents. Almost all of them wormed their way into the noble's court. 50% chance. So right now, if I succeed on this 50% chance, I win. If not, we continue to play. All right, can we get a drum? I wish we had a drum roll sound effect. I need to get a sound deck so I can just make stupid sounds happen. But drum roll, please. Yes. Let's fucking go. You guys suck. Get absolutely dunked on. Get absolutely dunked on. You guys thought you could outsmart me? You guys thought you could outsmart me? King Kevin? King Kevin's the smartest king ever lived. Too smart for you. Yeah. What? Yeah. Yeah. Suck it. Suck it, all you vassals. Let's finish this out. Don't worry, guys. Name the next king turning the second. Round 2, we'll get him. There's always Kevin the second. True. 4 more weeks have passed. You wait anxiously for news of your spies to progress. One day, your spy master appears at your desk, her face in a triumphant smirk. Good news, your majesty. Our spies have uncovered some of the noble's darkest secrets. Did you know Baron is irrationally fair of lemons? You don't say. This is it. We're making a dissolution faction. Ha 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 ha. Your majesty, let it all out. A bout of insane laughter now and then is good for the soul. Yes, I guess that would be what I did. Too late. I've already made a claimant faction for myself. For the next few weeks, your spies send back more and more positive reports. Soon they establish a spy network throughout the entire kingdom. It is with a sense of smugness that you call your next council meeting as a noble's file in realizing you know all their secrets, their weaknesses, everything. Everything! Exclamation rebel. Listen, your majesty. I'm thinking taxes have been awfully high lately. Why don't we hold a vote to reduce them? No. I must have misheard you. You just called a vote. Let's go. Chop chop. Baron, can you come over here for a second? I need a word in private. Baron Coilboy walks up to the throne, their face quizzical. Your Smashmaster leans over and whispers something in their ear. Suddenly, but the 9th! How did you know? Only my mother knows about that. What do you think secret this person's got hidden that only his mother knows? That he sleeps with a body pillow or something like that? Sit down, Baron. King doesn't want you to vote today. There will be no vote. Small D. He knows about the family wig. He stole the family ring. This is outrageous. Vote must go ahead. Hey, come here. Hey, care for some lemons? Leave me alone. I'll do whatever you say. About time. Well, you leave the council. The nobles are quiet. They know a new era has begun. An era of cooperation, or else. Your wife meets you back at your chambers with your heir, Kevin II, in her arms. Grand. You really showed them who's king. Got him. Because I'm the motherfucking king of the castle. Everyone who ever crossed me will pay. Let's worry about that tomorrow. For now, we should celebrate. That night, you sleep untroubled sleep for the first time since you first sat on the throne. No matter the grievances, the nobles will never again dare to defy you. You simply need to mention offhandedly that you know what they did last winter, or that you know where they sleep at night. I think I would already know where they sleep at night because, you know, they live in castles and stuff like that, just as we do. With their plans in tatters, the counts retreated to their castles to brood. Their olive branch was rejected with the secret of eternity that they had granted for eons. They would not be so kind again. In the sun-dappled vineyards, Sabino and Grandees Dustin's Magnus opened a bottle of their finest vintage. The scheme had amounted to nothing, but there's always next time. The barons withdrew the support. The wave of the population behind General Takeva petered out. She soon just another bitter old soldier ranting that she should have been queen. King Kevin ruled for the shadows, getting his way in the council with blackmail and threats. Nobles were terrified, but the peasants considered it a golden age. After 15 years of unquestioning rule, King Kevin died peacefully in bed, and the nobles let out a collective sigh of relief. Yeah! 2 years and 9 months. Succeeded by myself, the second. Nobles. We've got the richest is Magnus, of course, and the poorest is Coil Boy. So sorry. Kingdom overall looking pretty solid. I would say nobody's stats are specifically in the hole, but we probably could do better. All right, let's do one more. We'll keep as King Kevin. We're gonna run a 3-minute ad right now, and I'll wait for you all to join up. All right, chat. Get a decent showing. Nice. We'll wait for the ad to end, but we will begin the game and just chill here for a second. Like I said, if you would like to follow us on other stuff, you can check out our other Discord or Twitch or YouTube's and all those other wonderful things. You can find us on these links. Probably can't even, half of you can't even hear me because it's ad, but you know, join the Discord and let me rant at you there too. Let's see. Cool. I wish the one thing I did wish would happen is the lands would change a little bit. It'd be fun to see like portions of the land move over the time, because it has been like not 100 years, but it's been a decent amount of time where I think like this whole area would eventually be like brought back into the Southern Territory, or like maybe the Crown Lands gains more land and stuff like that. It would be interesting. All right, we have 11 nobles back. Decent showing from each group. Depending on how long this one takes. The last one took us how long? We've been streaming for 2 hours. So probably another 2 hours, depending if we go all the way. Things are a little bit different because you start off obviously with higher authority and stability, but our treasury is kind of in the ass. In the garbage. Defiance is up a little bit from the start, but we shall see. Let's start with our path to victory. Let's go for farming again. I think we could do it this time. I believe in ourselves. We didn't do it last time, but whatever. All right, we all know the drill. Down with the king. I mean, I'm a good person. King Kevin the First was my father. How could you be down with me? You don't even know me yet. Let's get introduced. Now that you're king, your first duty is to meet with the council. Introduce the counts to the east. Pi, welcome back. An honor for you to finally meet your acquaintance, your grace. I dismayed to hear your father's passing. Were you, Pi? Were you? Like father, like son. Leave my grandson alone. May ninth God bless you in your holiness. I trust you will conduct yourself with honor and faith. Quack, quack, sneak attack, the second says. Hail and well met, my liege. Under your leadership, we will whip this kingdom into shape. Hey? Says Frizz. The council hall immediately falls into this. Is this why your father fought so hard for this? Is this what your father fought so hard for? Well, during his reign, he shut them up, so that makes sense. All right, Coronation Day. Coronation Day. We're gonna see what our coronation, babe. Watch him marrying up one of my daughters. Yikes. Just trying to do inbred. Some inbred business. Shall we call the nobles? Yeah. I think their difference are a little bit different. Host a lavish feasts. Invite the foreigners, dignitaries to show off your wealth. Throw the king into the river. This is an outdated practice. No monarch needs for a coronation. Have at it. Have at it. I like how everybody, like, no matter what, it's always the river. River life is the best life. Without a doubt. Living in a doubtless world. Kill the king. Whoa. Ayo, what? I'm a nice person. Why is everybody gotta try to kill me? That's very not nice. Alright, looks like I'd be thrown into the river, just like my father. It's decided king will be thrown into the river. As so it begins. The nobles pick you up, carry you to the treadwaters, hurl you into the shallows with a cheer. Good job, nobles, you nobly noblesons. Alrighty, Zoya, the Pocket dynasty, is out here trying to foment some rebellion. What shall you try this time, dear counts? Subterfuge, intimidation, possession? Huh? We shall see. Right now, B seems like the most likely to have happen, but oh. Maybe you guys need to talk a little bit before you just start voting. But, all right. All right. Counts are going any which way. When there is a situation like this, unfortunately, it just randomly chooses one of them. They want for the reverse psychology. Let's just hope the new king doesn't follow his father's policy on religion. You know what? Fuck the ninth god. He was right. My father was right about the ninth god. He's a false god. Subterfuge. Goal, lowering stability. Counts plan to replace the king advisors with their own agent. First, they must prove to be doing a bad job. Lower stability 4 or less. Tough. Wolf. Alrighty. Ignacio, the Moss dealer lineage, is out here fomenting rebellion. What rebellion shall they do? Uprising. Raise the treasury. Fervor, raise your own farming. Excommunication, lower stability. It's probably fervor because your farming is at 8. I would say. But If I was playing as a grandee, that's what I would do. But while we wait, how's everybody doing, chat? You doing okay? You feeling all right? You've been doing good today? Having a good day? Yes, King Kevin. Well, good. I'm happy for you guys. What schemes should the grandees pursue to overthrow the king? I don't know, some bullshit. Grandees claim that Ignacio has been chosen by the ninth, who's a false god, to be the new king, as he promised the first miraculous food for all. Monday of a holiday week, I'm hanging out until turkey time. Turkey time. Yeah, if you are not from the United States, this week it is Thanksgiving. It's on Thursday. We might stream Wednesday. We might stream Friday. I've yet to decide my feelings on the matter. I might take Thursday, or I might take Wednesday off, and then we can stream on a Friday. We'll see. We'll see. Or maybe, I don't know. Vibes will be high. That's all I've got to say. Lavina of the Tornillo family bloodline is also fomenting rebellion. Sorcery, raise authority. Doppelganger, lower defiance. Modernize the military, lower other military. Mate C might be possible. You might already be doing it. But B, doppelganger, lower own defiance. That one's always pretty easy too. Kill the king. Whoa. Because we're related to him. So. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 ba-dum. Alright, I'll give you 5 more seconds to. Oh wow, Tornillo. Now we're going right into the random zone. Alright, sorcery it is. You guys seem to want to be using magic. Let's see what comes of it. If Brandon's planning to bargain with a wizard, that's not gonna work out. Authority means you rise to 5 or more. 2 seasons. Okay. So, we have Lavina, the distant cousin, Zoya, the long lost niece, and Ignacio, the ambition vassal. We got some sorcery, subterfuge, and fervor. Should be an interesting go of it. Looks like 2 out of the 3 of you guys have already made a decision towards one thing or another. We can do reverse voting, royal gamble, or anonymous. Let's do reverse. Lavina for queen. An invitation. Honor guard. Oh god. We can do an invitation. Without word, the Count Pie hands you a blood. Wait. Does the sandwich hand me it, or Count Pie hands me it? Count as a sandwich? Wouldn't it be funny if he had a little sandwich costume on? That'd be hilarious. Inside is a beautiful written invitation called the Crimson Vigil. Due to take place on the autumn night later this year. I suppose I shall attend this event. Last time we rudely did not go. My father did not go, but that's because he wanted to piss off the counts. Grandees, the moss dealer strides into the council chamber, brandishing a clay pot. Our expert farmers have discovered a new kind of plant, Your Highness. I thought you might name this exciting new discovery. Timon's Bane, Granamium, Royal Ivory, Planty McPlanterface. God, we'll call it Royal Ivy. It's not... Planty McPlanterface is a strong second, but Royal Ivy is fine. This stuff grows wonderfully fast. It tastes horrible, but the farm animals don't mind. I suggest we grow it in the south as livestock. Or perhaps we could make it a nice addition to the palace. Chat, what shall we decide? Seize the royal ivy crop from the grandees and plant it in the palace? Cultivate it in the south? Ban the crop? It could be dangerous. I mean, let's cultivate it in the south. Why not? What's the worst that could happen, chat? I doubt a plant that is probably an invasive species could be a bad thing for anybody. You know? Definitely not gonna go sideways for them. There's not a possibility of that happening. Rockin' Diego, your little banner is cool. It's like a dragon. Let's see if I can pull it up. Yeah, it's like a little dragon. That's cool. Does anybody else have a cool banner? Crab. Little star. Tornillo, you have a snack. I don't know what that is. Bear. Fear itself is a dog. Quack Quack's little square as well. Looks like a bell or pear. Some cool ornate design. Little paw for Grand. Rat actually has a little paw, which may not make sense, but okay. Southern farmers plants fields of royal ivy to support their livestock. It spreads alarmingly fast, and the pastures become known as Royal Ivy Sea. Villagers claim you can walk for a day and not even reach the end. True. All right, honor guard. Your Highness, I have a brilliant idea. Why don't you hold a battle royale to choose your honor guard? Is this like Fortnite? Does this guy know about Fortnite? If you let us know host it in the South, I'll even pay for it. The spectacular will boost our economy massively, and of course, confidence in the Southern Battle Monster will win. Hold a battle royale, sure. Praise be. I begin organizing the event. A week later, you received word the battle royale is due to begin. Southerners are obviously going to rig it. Goku. Little opening anime arc. Yes, we're having a tourney. This is the tournament in Hunter x Hunter, or any of this of Goku, or the DBZ, or what are the other famous tournaments? Jujutsu Kaisen probably had one or two that I can remember. Welcome, one and all. Naruto. Yeah, I was about to say name. It's probably better to name an anime that didn't have a tournament arc. At least of the big ones. Bleach had a tournament. Fierce battle nuns from the south and barons battle hardened veteran soldiers. Who will you support, Your Holiness? The East Knights. I think the East Knights are cute, but they're not very strong. The Southern battle nuns are of the faith, so I don't like them. The veterans of the march is the vibe. Oh, just kidding. 40% chance? I wonder what this roll is based on. The bell rings, the battle nuns leap forward, her sword flashing. The Eastern parries effortlessly, singing an ancient war poem. The battle nun dances back, fluid as a viper, and turns her attention to the marcher soldiers. Sparking fly as blades clash. The three fight dark back and forth, almost too fast for your eye to see. Once, twice, blades find its mark. Blood space. Finally, someone is standing victorious. Hey, it's the Marcher's veterans. His scarred face speckled with blood. His opponents lie dead. Wait, hold up. I thought this was just a nice little battle royale, not like a to the death. I would not have sanctioned this if it had been to the death. We're just building diff. I know. Built diff. Classic. By the 9th. They must have cheated, or we just are unlucky. Regardless, you have an honor guard. You wanted, Your Majesty. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, chat. Hell yeah. Alrighty. Let us look at the situation. The the barons want A. The counts want D. And I feel like the grandees could go with E or F if they were smart. I think F would probably be better for them because their military is already, their farming is already the best. Raise your own farming to at least 5 in 3 seasons. So yeah, I don't think that's necessary. All right, you get 60 seconds. Off you go. Dearest chat, hope all is well with you. It is I, Kevin, the best, smartest, most handsomest YouTuber, Twitch streamer you've ever met, wearing a cute little outfit. Just the cutest little outfit you'd ever done seen. All right, we got 30 seconds left, and it looks like lots of funds have come in. It looks like currently F is winning, and so is D. But You know, A could get a bump or two. Find F. Ooh. All right, we got 5 seconds left. 5 seconds left. Get your last bids in. Final bids. Final bids. Let's get these final bids. Final bids. Bum, bum, bum. The time delay is hard. So when it's like about 3 seconds, that's the best time to put in your bets. All right, so it looks like authority is going up, stability is coming down. Good, good. We have the Crimson Vigil, finding a spouse, Rogue Golem. Let's start in the marches with the Golem. Ooh, a Rogue Golem, a Golem has crossed into your territory over the Ashmedian border. Your Highness, could it be exciting opportunity? What's so exciting about it? Please, my liege, is our chance to figure out how these Golem magic works. We could even turn it against the Ashmedi. Your Majesty, the barons would drown their own grandmother to gain advantage over the Ashmedi, over the counts and the grandees. Golems are an offense to the ninth god, and they are dangerous. We should destroy it before it gets out of control. I mean, let's take it apart and figure out its secrets. What's the worst that could happen? What happens if we could become tech priests and all that? Everybody's like, destroy it, destroy it, destroy it. Figure out what's inside. Rat, you have to say vote instead of fun. Tech priest, everybody tech priest. Get a tech priest, take it apart, figure it out. This is an OSHA violation? I don't think it's an OSHA violation. How is it an OSHA violation? I don't think OSHA has anything to do with golems, but we'll find out. Secret of the golem have been a mystery for too long. I put a very best artisans to work on it. Yikes! As dismantling, however, some of the kind of Ashmedian safeguard measures tripped, the golem goes wild and killing dozens of artisans. Yikes. Stabs go down, and so does our farming in the area. Well, and so's the military. Well, that didn't work out. Not my fault. Crimson Vigil. Moving on. Moving on to the Crimson Vigil. Crimson Vigil takes place in a bleak castle atop the eastern hill. Your journey takes weeks, and your baggage train keeps getting stuck in the bogs. Let's spend lavishly on an outfit. The wigs get stuck to the castle door anyway. You keep tripping over the tail, but the counts are in awe as you display ostentatious wealth. As you assessing your appearance, Count Pi sweeps in dressed like a living corpse. Welcome, welcome. Costume is extraordinary, Your Highness. Truly, it puts the rest of us to shame. Please remember to stay in the upper levels. The dungeons are out of bounds. You can't tell me what the fuck I want to do. Good, a weaker march. In the ballroom, you find the counts gather, all dressed up frightful and monsters. Wolfmen, pumpkin heads, witches, and a waiter glides past holding a tray of pies. Oh, this is so funny. Pies, unused Twitch accounts. Those are sandwiches. For everybody who does not remember. Play of mournful tune. Crimson Vigil begins at midnight. What role will you do? Mourner, or will you try to portray the hound of the betrayers? I will be one of the hounds of the betrayer. The count gathers after... The counts gather after Count Pi delivers a short speech about remembering the old ways. A flaming crown is placed upon his head. I will play the king exiled this evening. The hounds of the betrayal will try to catch me, but fear not, I am swift as the falling star and old as the hills. Chase after the exiled king. Runs down the corridor, flaming look behind him, and you give chase. A dozen other hounds of betrayal run alongside you, howling and yipping enthusiastically. Somehow, despite the silly costume, massive flames, a hat, Pi is quicker on his feet. Catching him won't be easy. Head back to the mourners without catching the prey? Sure. We're not going to win this one. You simply surprise the counts as ecstatic that the king in exile evades the declared good omen and smash a bottle of red wine to celebrate Pi does not reappear. After that, your music is more cheerful. The counts dance and chat long into the night. And dawn, you board your carriage and back to the long journey back to the capital. Cool. All right. This must be some sex thing. Let's find a spouse. I mislike everything. You were just the main character in that event for sure. I'll take the liberty of finding an eligible candidate. I'm not interested in love. Are you sure, Your Majesty? The nobles will be most upset. Surely I behoove you to look at some options. My mind is made up. Very well, Your Majesty. We shall speak no more of marriage. But, Your Majesty, may I ask why you refuse to marry? My heart has already belonged to a lowborn. I love the ninth god. Marriage would be a weigh me down. Ah, I see. Far be it for me to question. Just piss everybody off. Yo, fuck your institution of marriage. I ain't interested one bit. In the marches, Baron Rockadillo stands atop a border fort flanked by soldiers glaring out at the Ashmedian territory. Below, particular rattles open, a twisted stone figure is carried into this fortress, borne a palanquin carried by hollow-eyed apprentices. Well, I've taken time out of a very busy schedule to come here, meet you in this pimple of a fort on the backside of nowhere. It's magic time. Since we're related to the king, why can't we become the monarchs? You can become the monarchs. You just gotta overthrow me. Save your breath. I've already know what you want for me. Well, was it obvious? I was born long before. My good Baron. It's unlike some of my more isolated colleagues. I'm not strange to political machinations. On this occasion, goals happen to align, but I cannot act on your behalf, not until the bees are taken care of. Did you say bees? Yes, I did say bees. Yes, on this plane, they simple insects. But on the apiary, the world of dreams and magic, they are powered and intelligent, call themselves the dream of beings. They have an innate fondness. Well, I think that Golem going crazy is actually about to help you out on this one. Godry sets up a residence here for miles around. The crops wither and die and magical ready landscape. For the next stage, Barons lower all regions combined farming to 14 or less. So right now it's at 18. So that's tough. Alrighty. Could I just game over myself? We could just common tax for now. How is Defiance? Defiance is fine. Everybody's money is, except for the Barons. The Barons' money is not as good as it could be. I don't know where the Boobla is. Thank you very much. I think so. We're gonna get the Barons some cash because at this point they're the poorest. Everybody else is not as poor. What's the king snacking on? More turkey taco bowl, or more chicken bowl that I made this last weekend. It's rice, it's chicken, it's beans, it's got salsa, we have chips. It's delicious. You get to watch me eat and talk with my mouth full. That's your Yeah. Sorry. Let me take a bite and then we'll continue on. Your Highness, the treasury is almost empty. Apart from raising taxes, we have precious few options. You could get a bank loan or sell off the crowns, jewels, or perhaps crack open. I mean, we could take a hefty loan for Salvin and Galb, the bank. I think that's fine. The Republic of Kurth is going to be like, you need to pay it all back. And I'm going to be like, we're going to go to war. You're making excellent decision, Your Majesty. We shall pay up back 25% in 1 year. A whole year at 25%? What kind of loan is that? That's insanity. Which is ridiculous. The vegetation only swallowed a few villages and perfectly fine. Let the Let the royal ivy flourish. Offload excess royal ivy to the Ashmody or order southerners to farm to manage it. Southerners, can you be better and farm better? We'll see what happens. Watch. We'll get XCOM'd into losing our 90% roll. All right. I'll give you 5 seconds left. Okay. Order the southern farmers to manage its growth. Farmers of the south try to keep the royal ivy in check. It's hard work, with the scent from the blossom causing euphoria and exhaustion, but the swamps of the stuff are under control for now, at least. Easy, 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 easy. Rock and Diego, thank you so very much for the resub with your Prime subscription. Half a year of fun. Thank you very, very much. Can we get Rock and Diego, can we give him a praise be for his contribution to the channel? It's very much appreciated. Not expected, but appreciated. Can we get a check on player screen? Pi, you're looking pretty good. Diego, or who else for it? Pokemon. You are doing well as well. Money-wise, there's kind of a good gradient. I would say nobody's like very poor, but it's good. We're a marginalized community in the council. I don't know if about that. You're just in the minority right now. You just have to vote together. I can't afford to feed my family. A day breaking work isn't enough to buy a Pi unused Twitch account. She's right. The grain prices in the March beyond control. The thing is, the barons are acting like they're not the ones who are trying to actively destroy the farming industry for their own situation. Alrighty. Should we put a cap on the price of grain? Subsidize. Solid for it's sold for half its worth. Import grain from the south. just distributing it for free. Free market. I don't like that one. Any of the other two or the three we can do. Feel like C is the best for me, but we'll see. I'll have one more bite of food and then we'll do it. We'll roll these bones to see who wins. All right, put a cap on the price of grain. You place a strict price cap on the grain. When willing merchants find a way around it, you order a few of them hanged, an example of the rest. The sort sharp lesson does wonders. Soon enough, a grain is cheap again, and no merchant dares to say a word. Hopefully, the most of these peasants will stay alive until the next harvest. Nice. Everybody but the grandees are still in their first one. So unfortunately, you guys are not moving on to the next scheme. We can change the voting if I want to. We'll take Monarch's Golden Choice. It's a pretty good one. It allows for you guys to get a couple more money. Bum, bum, bum. Your Holiness is a disaster. After you culled the royal ivy, some misguided souls have set up camps in the remnant patches. They're unjust to destroy it, and they keep it in check as long as they feed it a goat every now and then. They call their home now. How should the plant enthusiasts be dealt with? Remove them by force? Get alchemy to smoke them out? Leave them alone? We're not going to do that. I don't need another cult showing up randomly to try to start some business with us. Oh. Counts vote A. Vote B. All right. We have everybody voted. All but one count has voted. No, there's 4. Tornillo has voted. Frizz might be out. Zero might be gone. Quack has not voted either. Moss Dealer has not. I'll give you 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ah, there we are. Oh, unlucky. Troops dive into the royal ivy, but the bloom quickly sends them unconscious. Some are never seen again. Others are rumored to have their bodies riddled through with stems and leaves, turning them into a husk of living greenery. Yikes. The devotee remain in the royal ivy village, learning to control the vegetation while feeding the meat required animals or otherwise. Got plant eating bullshit. Are you even a grandee? Alrighty, a vanity project or a new festival? Let's do a vanity project. Chief Architect bustles into your office carrying an armful of parchment. I fucking hate this guy. This guy is a liar. He's a cheat. He thinks he's a good architect. He's actually bad at his job. I wish I could fire him, but unfortunately he was a political appointee by my father. Statues can be torn down, pennies can be burned, but don't you think it might be time to left a lasting mark on the kingdom? Yeah, hanging you. Proposal, we carve your majesty's visage into a side of a mountain. It will take dozens of artisans, thousands of hours, but I'm unsure that I'll always remember it. Absolutely ridiculous. You call yourself an architect? Make sure it gets my good side. That does sound pleasing. I'm so glad you think so, Your Majesty. I'll be talking the kingdom and beyond. You can vote to discuss this outrageous plan. A mountainside carved in your likeness will surely get a people talking. I mean, yes, and the nobles will fund it if I give you a little bit of gold. Will you do it? Everybody gets 500 gold. It will offset the cost. It's gonna be great. The nobles will fund it, right, guys? Right, nobles? You'll fund it. If you do it, it'll be great. Right, nobles? You'll get 500 gold. Nobles, come on, guys, come on, guys. Guys, I thought we were friends. What the hell? This is such bullshit. Can we get somebody to vote for B? Oh, god damn it. Counts are, the grandees are one giant voting block. Can we get another giant voting block? Pie is gone. Fear itself is gone. I think we are at our limit. We will build a monument and make the nobles pay for it. I mean, if you did this one, you would get you would get 500 gold. And I don't think everybody gets this charge. It's only a small portion of you guys who get that charge. All right. 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Darn. Well, the results of the vote are announced. The chief architect sighs in disappointment. Oh well, I suppose we'll have to focus on elsewhere. Yeah. Maybe you should have been doing this all along. My visage is great, but it's not that great. A new festival? Your office carrying an armful of parchment. I fucking hate this guy. This guy is a liar. He's a cheat. He thinks he's a good architect. He's actually bad at his job. I wish I could fire him, but unfortunately he was a political appointee by my father. Statues can be torn down, pennies can be burned, but don't you think it might be time to left a lasting mark on the kingdom? Yeah. Mild distaste. Yeah, it was a mild distaste. Your Majesty, I was going through the history books and found the most interesting tidbit. During the reign of Queen Aya, the kingdom held a huge parade in honor of all the regions coming together. Oh, hell yeah. That sounds exciting. Parade time. Visits from flocks to the capital and city flourish. I hear made things much more harmonious across the kingdom. I suggest we reinstate the Day of Kinship. I've never seen a reason for a party. I'd rather do something more low-key. I don't think the funds. Yeah. Wonderful. How much money do you want to spend on the Day of Kinship? 2,000 gold? Sure. Let it rip. Let it rip. We want the Day of Kinship. Sure. Everybody will love a good Day of Kinship. Chat's like ice cold on this idea. Absolutely ice cold. Go for the cheapest parade? No. Day of Kinship is way cooler than the cheapest parade. Damn. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. 2,000 gold. Well wasted. The treasury looks worried, but scribbles down the notes. Still, Walker's contrary. Excellent. I'll make an arrangements directly. She and the chancellor leave deep in conversation. Soon the word of the Day of Kinship spreads all across the kingdom. Guests are already planning their outfits. Outfit time. All right, end of that season. Prophesies the ninth herald has finally manifest on Celeste Ash, taking the form of a humble noble known as Ignacio, who is hailed from farming town Southern Hills, or so the grandees claim. Peasants all around the south are flocking to your banner, are flocking to Ignacio. I knew I could do it. Classic Ignacio. The plentiful crops have been significant in boon. Damn. We've made the grandees, other than their military, everything is looking up for them. Praise be. Praise be. But it is just the beginning. With him on our side, we will capture the minds of the common folk and lead a holy crusade against the false king. You're the false king. People still need to push, however. With this, just right the amount of chaos, so the peasants will take up arms and die. For the next stage, grandees must lower stability to 4 or less. Well, looks like everybody but the poor counts are on step 2 of their crazy idea. Terrible curse, day of kinship, heretical discovery. Hi, Inquisitor, your esteemed highness. I bring troubling news. Someone took the 9th name in vain again? No, not quite, your highness. A group of individuals in the east are meeting in secret to preach heretical teachings and engage in rituals. They have believed of some ancient folkloric tradition. It is tied to some spirit that they lives in the trees. Silly stories for children. Regardless, I request the council's permission to launch a proper investigation. Otherwise, my inquisition would have destroyed the cult before it had a chance to spread. Forget the nobles. I'll give you my express permission. Why can't I do this one? I guess I probably don't have enough authority. This isn't worth our time. Let's forget about it. Sure. Yep. With nothing in the reign, them in the pagans thrive in the faithless region of the east, spreading their influence and gaining followed by weeks. Sick. We love shitting on the 9th. Terrible curse. Baron rushes into the council chamber, breathless in disarray. Oh, this business again? We've talked about this before. The blood of the deed. You look like you haven't slept in weeks. Something about a witch. Is one of those commoners. Blah, blah, blah. Something witch. Why don't we send this guy on a vacation? I would say have the accused 0 sent to the east on a relaxing vacation. Damn, the counts or the grandees are absolutely killing it on this coordinated assault on. Wow. All right. Well, we're gonna have another witch test. I imagine this witch test is gonna go as well as the last one went. Poorly. That's for sure. Oh, shit. Never mind. Wait, when did these last votes come in? Surprise, surprise. Have you accused 0 sent to the east? Yeah. No witch test. Aye, that would have been wonderful. A chance of pace, a change of pace, some fresh air. Perfect. Most pleasing. Be sure to bring plenty of coin. 0 loses some cash. Trade goes up. Fear itself gains some more money. Wow. My god, I'm getting most excommunicated. Day of Kinship. Vibes are high. Your Majesty, the Day of Kinship has arrived. Today, the region will come together and honor, achieve a Queen Iga, the Reconciliator. And to celebrate me, of course, and to show who is really in charge of this kingdom. Yes, of course, few would dare to stand against you. Thousands of visitors gather, eager for glorious spectacle. Many camped out overnight for the best spaces. The streets are lined with stalls selling food from across the kingdom. Your float awaits, Your Majesty. You send the steps to your parade float. It's all tall as the small cottage, wider than an elephant. 10 horses wait, all ready to pull it forward. We'll donate this one to my predecessor. Good job, predecessor. King Kevin I of his name, the best one. Upon the floating stand, models of your ancestors bearing symbol of their reign. Sword, scepter, book, and you take your place in front. The horses drive forward, crowds roaring in excitement, clapping and cheering and throwing roses petals. You could get used to this. As you make your way around the capital, other floats follow your wake. The marchers' float look like a forest growing up out of the mountainside. Upon it, a baron are eating lavish feasts, throwing chicken legs or... Goddamn, the amount of times sandwiches has come up is really interesting. I feel like this is the third or fifth time that Pie's unused Twitch account has been tossed around. Upon the eastern float sits a model of the Black Spire, the tower originally built by Queen Xenia. Fear itself and the other captive counts stand around it, each holding a flaming torch. None of them look particularly festive. On the southern float, mobilized temple laden with flowers, several grandees lounge on gilded sofas as rat shadow duels with a ceremonial rapier that whooshes impressively. Wasn't Kevin the First appointed the chief architect? Yeah, I mean, Kevin the First is an impeccable guy. He's great. He's probably the best king that we'll ever have. But that architecture guy sucks. Very jolly, eh, Your Majesty? Chancellor been looking forward to this for weeks. Can I get you a drink? Get me many drinks. Just one, thank you. A couple, yes. She brings you a couple. Cheers. What now, Your Majesty? Go dancing. Greetings, Your Majesty. Ayo, it's your boy Hal. You join a dance with nobles. Music strikes up, and the new tune, a real crowd pleaser. Be the best dancer of the group. Not gonna happen. Find someone to flirt with. Gonna lose some authority if I do that. Dance a little, and then go home. You say your goodbyes, make your way back to the royal palace. Music's still ringing in your ears. It takes a long time for the street cleaners to clean up the capital, but Days of Kinship is a resounding success. Kevin, how is Bruce today? Bruce is doing good. He's probably just in the next room, living his best life, having a great old time. Alrighty. So, let's talk about this. If you're the grandees or the counts, you want C to happen. If you're the barons, you want B to happen. So, get on your horses and start gambling. Gambling, boys. It's time to gamble. Gamble your little heart's content. Oh, Billy Bob, ain't that great? Kevin, what are you saying? I have no clue, guys. Unsure. Unsure indeed. Looks like 1200 has been put into C. 3 has been put into B. If you really want to do the funny, you should do F. Grandies, you could drop in and do an F. Oh shit, never mind. 1200 has been dropped into B. You've got 15 seconds left. Boom, 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 boom. All right, coming down to it, I would start placing final bets now, if you dare. All right, farming has gone down, stability has gone down, an exorbitant amount of money has been spent. Good job, guys. Sigils and stones, horrors in the east, clairvoyant visit. I hate the clairvoyant events. Your Majesty, Your Grace, Count Fierceless has been prophesized dreams. It's true, I can part the veil betwixt now and some ways off. This is ridiculous. I looked to the future and speak through me, no more, no less. For example, I dreamt that Baron Frizz being beheaded. Oh. A plague of the bees will bring down the Baron Tornillo. What bloody hell, I can't even live without honey on my toast. Please, Your Grace, have him foretell the future. Future. I mean, you guys do whatever you want. I have no say on this vote. This vote's probably not going to go my way, so we'll see. Bum, 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 bum. Ba, 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 ba. Seems like everybody wants to throw Charlatan into the dungeon. Charlatans, go into the dungeon, please. Alright, I think we have a very big majority. No need to... Let's see. Ah! But your highness, the count for itself yells as you watch. The king iron grip will rust and crumble away. Beware, beware! Beware, beware! Yeah, that one backfired on you guys. You thought the stability was going to go down. Authority went down. Silly gooses. Horror in the east. Your Majesty, a monster has been stalking my farms at night, smashing down the door of a cottage. And dude, Pi is absolutely the main character. He's been in, like, out of all the events so far, you're not even a person who bought the game. So traditionally, if you've bought the game, you'll show up a lot more often. But I guess that's just how this goes. Sounds ghastly. Shame. Shame you can't grow any hair. Only a few have seen the beast and lived to say the tale. Survivors tell of a garbled story about a gleaming fangs amid a mountain of bloody soaked fur. We're not going to do that one. Pi, you need to get to jail of it. Send the counts to arm to deal with the abomination. Offer substantial bounty on the monster. I see plenty of hair on his face. Pie's just like, whatever. At least I got chicken. The military is level 5, so I'm unsure why it's such a low percentage. Alrighty, let's give you... No, that's 4. I think that's a simple majority, so we'll just go with that. Regiment marches in circles for weeks through swamps and mud, but fails to hunt down the elusive beast. Damn, that's a huge drop. Meanwhile, the monster attacks continue menacing the east. You hear reports that it is no longer confining its attack to nighttime. Yikes. Well, there goes my stab. Sigils and stone. Your Highness, lament there have been some strange things happening at the newly built prison. But I'd rather keep them quiet, and other nobles can be so judgmental. Tell me more. Odd symbols being painted on the bricks of the prison. No one knows where they're coming from, but those who look at them too long grow restless and feverish. No, we'll open it up to the council. Get absolutely dunked on. Let us send the troops in. Let's send the troops, chat. More troops. Do we want to weaken the the counts even further? Possibly. Just absolutely tarnishing the reputation of the Eastern troops. All right, we'll give you 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh shit, sucks guys. A few soldiers guard the prison, but there are reports that are sloppy. They're more interested in playing cards. Authority still went down. Someday the military will be better. The kingdom is in great jeopardy. The council is calling for the kingdom's inner circle to resign. We need to increase the pressure. If the king is weak enough position, he's going to no choice but to bow to our demands. No more interference for the spy master. No more marshal or chancellor or treasurer. A whole new inner circle, all made up of counts. For the next stage, you lower authority to 4 or less. Well, good job there. And then the grandees are on their final stage. South swells with the devotion from across the kingdom. They've come to see Ignacio, the 9th Herald, in action. In particular town of Serena, The Randy's holy claimant delivers a speech to raucous applause. Two figures stand alcove. If our armies were strong enough, we could take place by force. A crusade? That sounds promising, though I suggest we leave it up to the ninth. Raise own faith, raise own military. Yikes-a-ronies, chat. We'll see what they do. They could raise their own faith. It would be crazy if there was some sort of royal ivy that was living in your area where, like, you know, some fake faith was going to be built all around that. That would be so crazy. Hopefully it's raised it by 3 and not by 2. Let's join in prayer. The end of King Kevin's second illegitimate godless rule upon us. Our claimant Ignacio is poised to take the throne, ushering in a new golden age. For the final scheme, you only get to 9? That's bullshit. Kevin, working with destabilizing the Grandees. Work with us to destabilize the Grandees. I always will. Always will. I'm always willing to destabilize anybody. If you know me, if you know anything about me when it comes to Crusader Kings 3, I'm willing to just destabilize most anything for at all. I mean, everybody's gonna get a little taxed, seeing as, why not? We can afford a little taxation without representation. Carving symbols, debt collectors, about your heir. Let's do about our heir. Of course, your majesty refused to get married against my advice. There's one and only thing you're missing, however, something even more important, a spouse, an heir. You need someone young whose loyalties are assured. I'm pretty sure I have a bastard. I'll make one of my cousins an heir. Cool. Debt collectors. You, oh, you. We owe them money. Yikes. Can I get an extension of terms on my loan? I don't have that. We can offer you another year, but it will raise your interest to 75%. Done. I like how you guys are trying to rebel. You don't have enough anything to make that happen. So unfortunate. That's so unfortunate. It's still happening. It's still happening. Yes, but something carving them. We've discovered a network of abandoned tunnels beneath the prison itself. The tunnel's walls carved with some very same symbols. When I tried to go inside, my legs wouldn't move. I could do nothing. I mean... why don't we have the tunnels, have somebody go live with these guys? It's golden choice. If this one wins, everybody's 500 gold. Enough gold to replenish the gold you lost from the last taxation period. Thank you for everybody who's been watching this stream so far. Much appreciate you all coming out on a random Monday to play this silly little game with me. If you would like to, we have a Discord and other places you can interact with me. If you just, oh, that's not how that works. Links. Join our Discord. You can find my YouTube where we put up videos. And then if you want to financially support us, like I am currently financially supporting you in this game, you can join our Patreon, where we give out monthly little videos that of me just yelling into the mic. Send a scholar to live with the Count Pokemon while we investigate. A historian from the Quail University makes her way to the Eastern Pride prison, staying with him estate while she studies. I've never seen a sigils like this. Could it be dialect of later Valetian? Perhaps, but the East are of all places. Who's running low on candles? Okay, blah, 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 blah. All right, we're going to run a quick ad because it is ad time. We'll end the season and be good with that. Stop the count. Monarch's Choice. Let's do Monarch's Choice instead. I think that's better. We can end the year. Words from the university. Bad mushrooms. The true monster. Bad mushroom. I'm talking about a bad mushroom. Guys, do you think this crown is better or this crown? I think this one's better. But we have this option as well. This one fits more snugly, but I feel like this one is better. What are we thinking? Crown B, crown A. Crown B. Double crown, please. I'm Kevin II, the king who was crowned twice. Double crown. Alright. I feel like this one, it's also like plasticky. I think it's not as good of a crown. That it folds. It's good for like, I guess this one unfolds too. If you pop this part off, it folds out into this. So, but I like the stability of this one. And also it's more golden, whereas this one's like, this feels like a crown some guy wore into battle. Also, it's Velcro, which I'm not as good of I love it as much. Good for taking to school in a backpack, folding it up for the... This one's good too, but like... I don't like that the Velcro is on the side, because like, really it should be like this, and the Velcro is behind, but it's not like that. But we can double crown it up. I think this one goes here on like that, and then we go second crown. Yeah, that's the look, right? Let's do right. Second crown. It's the best move right here. So silly. Let's move our map situation. Kevin, would it be possible to get a bald spot reveal? I mean, like, my head is starting to bald right here. Age is coming from the back of my head. The front, we're doing great. The back, starting to look a little thinner. Age is coming for us all, boys. Don't you worry. Soon you too will have to, when you stand up, you'll make noises like, New crown found. Kevin, Turkey for hair surgery. I'm not going to Turkey we can save his mop. Guys, my hair is not that thin. Not that big of a problem yet. Alrighty, you're welcome back. I'm wearing 2 crowns now. You can't see it, but I am. That's actually kind of funny. Ooh, second crown. It's better to catch it early. Are you saying I should do some more Rogaine or start putting Rogaine into my hair? Might be it. Might be the move. Remember when I came up with words of the monster, perhaps preying upon the peasants? You have reminded me I've drunk a lot of wine since then. I have reason to believe that it is Count Fear himself. The peasants believe that Count Fear is transforming into a colossal bloodthirsty being. Bah, sounds unlikely. I agree, but Count Fear himself has been noticeably absent from social engagements on the night the beasts have been around. Chat come together to topple the monarchy and save his hair. Save Kev's mop. True. Okie dokie. No, should be put to a vote. I'll send a team of inquisitors to investigate. I'll send a messengers to Count Fear himself to ask him to control himself. You see a reply that Count Fear himself before the week is out. I can only apologize for my indiscretions. From now on, I will confine myself to the dungeon when I experience my little episodes. Stab goes up. Defiance comes down. But the attacks do not stop. Well, I tried. Bad mushrooms. Agreed. Getting rid of the king and replacing it with a theocracy is the best. Bad news, my liege. Marcher peasants are starving. That's not my bad. Particularly, yeah, but this is starvation they've turned into foraging for cave mushrooms to survive. This particular variation is delicious and filling, but makes one very ill. After a brief recovery, all seems well. Great! The next morning, unfortunately, the soul rises from the dead in a fugue state, wandering the streets through touched by a demon. They drop dead, and the mushroom is so dangerous that my servants are calling it the sixth godbane. Sounds rather useful. I couldn't comment on that. If you can get more food to the march, should it be at least... Okay. Pay the barons to harvest mushrooms for the spymaster. The nobles must send their aid to the march. Or ensure the people understand what they look like. I'm going to veto that one. No Grand Republic, only we as chat vote. Welcome to my Grand Republic chat. Are you wearing 2 crowns, Kevin? Oh, most certainly. Most indubitably. Everybody's left. Oh, there we go. I was like, what happened to everybody? All the votes are gone. Okay. The harvest does little to starving peasants, but at least the sixth godbane is no longer on the menu. In the meantime, Spencer hoards the mushrooms, distilling them down to a carefully deadly poison. Yay, poison. Word from the university. Your Majesty, I have returned from the visit to the prison over in the east. What did you find? She shows you her sketch. As you look at them, faint warm plays over your skin and something itches inside your skull. By the ninth god! What do you think this is? A theory is an actual protective magic, Your Majesty. Someone's warding the prison against some great evil. I don't think they mean harm at all. I wonder if it could be useful for the prison. The peasants might not like that, though. The evil magic, that is what it is. We must find the perpetrator and punish them. If we want to screw over the counts or the grandees, do C. C, 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 C. The moss dealer coming in here. Absolutely mad lad. Any last takers? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I heard I could screw myself, and I said less. Wow, this fucking guy. This fucker. You want me to carve these symbols into pillars of any building? Very well, but what will his High Inquisitor think? As it turns out, the High Inquisitor is outraged, but the council has spoken. Yikes. I could do what my father could not do, which was lower faith across the realm. Trade has gone up. Look at this. Look at this prosperous nation I've created. 10, 10, 10. Marchers, get your shit together. You guys are the, like, very much not having a good game. But that's okay. Losing trust in my advisors, Red Hot Chilies or the Stone Maiden. God damn it, the Stone Maiden again. I hate the Stone Maiden. Let's do Red Hot Chilies. There's 2, 1, bite. 2 nobles dangle bright red chili peppers over their tongues, chewing fiercely as repetitive vegetable. I can't take it anymore. As the Count Pie spits out the chili, the council hall erupts in cheers. As a council, yeah. Someone explain what's going on. This is ridiculous and dangerous. I'm banning these chilies. Let me try. Of course, Your Highness. We compete in growing, but also eating the peppers. As the winner of the last round, I would be honored to face you. Pretend to bite into the thing. I'm a cheater, boys. 100% a cheater. You bite into the pepper, scrunching up your face like a handkerchief until it turns chilly red. Meanwhile, Baron Zero Gaming is struggling. Cheers erupt as they spit out the chili. Man, I just won money from that? Hell yeah. Your Majesty, perhaps you'd like to sponsor me growing contest. I'm looking for the hottest chili in the land. The winner will receive a hefty prize. Or you could sponsor us, the counts, with the treasury support. No, King, we should sponsor us. We have the better chance to everyone knows. Sponsor the competitors and double the prize money. Sponsor one of the regions to grow the hottest chilies. Bow out of the competition and just see where it goes. Sponsor the competition. Sponsor the competition, chat. Somebody's getting money. Boom, 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 boom. Sponsor one of the regions growing the hottest. Well, you guys are dumb, but that's fine. I feel like I've gotten more powerful with a double crown version of myself. Wonderful. Which of them will you pick? What kind of chilies are growing? What are the Count's chilies like? The Counts are growing something called a Biltavian ghost pepper. It's said to contain the real ghosts. Those Eastern do know how their way around the farm. Tell me about the chilies that they're growing in the march. Barons would know spice if it hit them in the face. I'm surprised they're even entered. Perhaps they could surprise me. Okay. Tell me... Oh, can I not sponsor? I can only sponsor 2 people? I will sponsor the Barons. Or I will sponsor the Counts. Seeing as the Barons have not... They could have seen increase in their trade and farming. Let's go help them out. Excellent choice, my liege. The contest smashing success. In the end, Torneo 239 of the Barons comes out on top, producing a sickly looking pepper, and that makes even Grandy's the most dealer gasp. We lose some more money. Jesus Christ. You have 4,000 gold? The only thing I want is defiance. Farming goes up. Preppers are for future hottie cuisine in the Eastern Counts started adding chili to the lamb's blood mine. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Stone Maiden. Goddamn Stone Maiden. I hate this event. Your Majesty, there's stones. Oh my god, that's crazy. There's a person who can turn people into stones. Whatever shall we do? I don't know. Let's deal with it somehow. Let's call a vote. Oh no, Frizz the second has died. Wow, that's so terrible. Absolutely the worst. I don't want to pay for it. Bum 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 bum. Oh no, my crown. My second crown. Bum 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 bum. Should we roll the dice again? Send an army to smash the thing to rubble? Didn't we do Stonemason or Stone Maiden already this run? Like this, like Kevin has already like dealt with the Stonemason? Or was that my last character that had to deal with that? I can't recall. I feel like Kevin the First still had to deal with it, but we'll see. 55% chance? I like the mods. Whoops. Yikes. Whoops. Yikes. And the farming goes down again. Trade goes up though. Yeah, that was a pretty bad one. Your Grace, you must have noticed that the king is not exactly dull. Well, lately, not your fault, mind you. The best being laid to ash. Laid to ash by whom? The Spymaster, Chancellor, Treasury, Marshal, all of them unelected figures whisper in your ear who appointed them. Can you trust them? I wonder the same thing. You need someone in the East Count to advise you. I don't trust you. Intriguing proposition. Yes, you think. A few moments after Count has slipped out of the room, your Chancellor barges in looking flustered. Your advisors follow some behind. Your Majesty, the Counts have been spreading rumors about me and our advisors. What have they been saying? Oh, they said I'm scheming for the treasury. They accused me of being daren't old bat with an unquenchable thirst for blood. I won't repeat what they said to me. I'm hurt my feelings. Why would they do something like this? It's an attempt to turn the nobles against us. I don't think how much longer we can weather the storm. Cool. Yep. Order the counts to apologize for spreading rumors about my family, friends. Counts, say you're sorry, or else. I hope we get invaded and lose. I mean, at this rate, it's not looking good militarily. Things are not great. Vote A to screw over the counts. That's essentially what we're voting here on. Bum, 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 ba-da-ba. Alrighty. As a pug council session, Count Pocket Mountain is brought before the inner circle and grudging to apologize. But rumors continue to swirl, only time will tell. I vote A. Cry about it. Damn. Yeah. 4 barons are still on their first thing, and I don't think you guys are ever going to see the light of day at this point. The counts want D to happen. The grandees want E to happen. The barons want A to happen. If I was you guys, I would probably not let E happen. But it's up to you. Tornillo, you should use all your money. Not all your money, but you should probably use a lot of this money to prevent E from happening. We have about 10 seconds left. 10 seconds left, chat. Looks like E and A are firmly in happening zone. We got 3 seconds. 3 seconds. Looks like farming is going down, and so is faith is going up. Good job, guys. Your heir, reward of prosperity, a call for apprentices. Let's do our heir first. Should I die, the crown prince shall be my cousin. Lovely. Lovely. Kevin the Third will reign supreme. Unfortunately, we only have 2 crowns. Having a 3rd crown would be lit. Your Holiness, the merchants visiting the south from as far as Valmir and Athi, our quarterly figures are stunning. Quarterly what? Money, lots of money. Your Highness, the South economic has been ideal for all this wealth. Call it an experiment. We've given the peasants gold whether or not they're working. We're doing a universal basic income. By the 9th, what are you saying? That should hand out cash? With respect, how is it different from the grandees receiving fees from their serfs? Completely different, Your Majesty. Lunacy cannot possibly be considered. Implement new economic strategy in the south. Encourage merchants to visit the region across the Demand one-time extra tax from the grandees. They can afford it. Personally, let's implement a new... Implement the new economic strategy in the south. Everybody's gonna love it. Well, it's gonna go great. Dun, 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 dun. Vote A, chat. Vote A is a vote for Kevin's wants and dreams. If A happens, I won't cry. Or I will cry. Whatever you want me to do. Alright, perfect. Ha ha ha, I tricked you guys. Ha ha ha. I actually did tell you I wanted A, so I don't know why. Many grandees are furious. Not only that, but other nobles watch anxiously, worried about the outrageous new strategy. My stab goes all the way up, but their fears are unfounded, freed from at least some of their baking worries for the pay for the next meal. Peasants praise the crown and council. Farm owners treats their workers better and for fear of the leverage. Okay, doesn't matter. No! Call for apprentice. Dreadful tidings, your holiness. A meddling wizard has set upon shops in Calavone. I believe it's Britsk, the Lord of Bells. What's the problem with this? They put out a call for new apprentices, which is a rare event, except for it's now happened under 2 kings, so not that rare of an event. It is Rockin' Diego who wants it, but I just a peasant. I, Rockin' Diego, have also decided to apply. Should we strip Rockin' Diego of all of his wealth? He doesn't have that much wealth, so it's not really worth it. We can't let this go ahead. Not only is it a heresy, it's present a clear, dangerous conflict of interest. I don't care, man. All right. Someone's becoming a wizard, whether they like it or not. I'll strip out of the pants to keep the wealth, my wealth. Praise the crown. Kevin, camera's super high. Super high? Oh, is it because I zoomed in? Oh, that's not it. That's not it at all. All right, looks like everybody's gonna strip him of his wealth. So sorry. I suppose this is an accepted compromise. Yup. Sorry, Diego. Diego the First is dead to us. Diego the Second rises in his stead. Farming went down a little bit. Trade went up. Okie dokie. But what does this look like? If I just go give everybody a bit of cash? No. I think common attacks across the board is fine. Everybody's getting a little spicy with me. Common tax it is. Your ambition. Debt collector. Monster unleashed. Let's do our ambition. Kevin, are you boycotting water? Did you make me drink water? What makes you think I'm boycotting water? At the start of your reign, you said you wanted to be father of the nation. Hydration is out of stock. I think I have it on a temporary usage. I don't know. But to shut down those schemes for good, we need to build on a reputation. Your advisors have some ideas. The common folk are a sleeping giant that even the nobles are afraid of. Or declare war on the Ashby. The nobles will love that. Stability and farming. We'll probably do that one. But first, we need to actually achieve it. Okay. The debt collectors. Ayo, what's good? Greeting, Your Majesty. I'm here on behalf of Salvin Gal to collect on what you are owed. Oh dear. You owe us a grand total of 6,500. I can't afford that. It does not pay to defy the Salvin Gal. Blah, blah, blah. Alright, whatever, dude. Mr. Panda Bear. 2847. Welcome in. How you doing today? We're playing some King of the Castle. I'm about to maybe whoop chat's ass. You can join one of them or just watch them all fall to my grace. I'm Kevin the Second. Quick, Guys, tank farming. It's a day like another. You're sitting in the council listening to the nobles argue about something or another. Today's session is getting particularly heated. By the ninth god, Count, you must understand my position. We simply cannot lower tariffs. Your proficient will leave me penniless. Penniless! Oh dear, get away from me. I feel faint. Are you alright? Good grief. He's having a heart attack. Fetch the physician. I have half a mind to... Oh! Fear itself. Before the astonished eye, the council will count fear itself. Flesh rippled and bulges. Jet black hair spreads across his body. Huge gleaming claws sprout from his fingers. With incredible speed, Count Fear itself pounces on Magnus. No! Clamps his jaws on screaming Grandy's throat. Blood sprays across the face and the rest of the council shock, giving way to panic. When the monster turns its glowing eyes their way, the council is filled with shrieks and blood. Not gonna lie, I would. Honor guard, protect me! Your marcher veterans charge, swinging their swords, cursing the monster, tearing them apart one by one, spotting the walls with blood, but suffer dozens of wounds. Once your honor guard are dead, the monster leaps on you, sinks its scarlet fang teeth into your shoulder, but then, with a final shudder, it dies. It's getting a bit Shakespearean. For you, standing in the gore-soaked council hall, catching your breath and clutching your shoulder, the cowardly nobles have fled, taking advantage of the monster's distraction. Only Spymaster and Marshal remain. You don't see that every day. Are you all right, Your Majesty? I need medical assistance. Marshal fetches the royal physician, who hurriedly begins bandaging you. Rumors of the attack quickly spread among the peasants, who promptly panic, declaring that half of the nobles are secret monsters. This was slow to heal. Thankfully, it doesn't appear to infect your physician. Expects you a full recovery. Werewolf King? Probably. End of the season, though. Werewolf King, where art thou, Werewolf King? All right, we're going to do ambition first because it's just the fair way of doing this. Your Majesty, the common folk are sway as easy as they dandling gale. I'm confident that we can make them adore you. They've already impressed with a southern experiment where gave them all money, but we need more all across the kingdom. This will be the biggest public relations campaign the kingdom has ever seen. You'll tour the kingdom giving speeches. Town criers will declare you're the greatest deeds from every corner. How much is the impact the town criers group? A group of town criers files into the room wearing bright red coats and each holding a very large bell. Chancellor motions the group to immediately they start ringing the bells and bellowing about the greatness of the deeds. Wonderful, aren't they? Please make them stop. The Chancellor signals frantically and the town criers quiet down. A few days later, the Chancellor is helping you prepare for your first speech. Get me my fancy robes. Get the king his fancy robes. You hustle out onto the palace balcony, below which a sea of expectant and unwatched faces gazes up at you. As you step forward, they erupt at cheers, hats thrown, someone faints with joy. Everywhere you go, you meant with some reception. The public likes you. They really like you. But you need to turn them into love. You give a sick speech. As you launch into a speech, the peasants hang on to your every word. The crowd grows. When you rap, the peasants' cheering is so loud you nearly knocked over. Oh well done, Your Majesty. That went brilliantly. All right, so that's 1 out of 2 checks done successfully. So if we do our second check, which is about to happen, then it is GG's once again. King Kevin II, reigns supreme. We'd love to see it. Things are going wonderful. The common folk of the South even want to throw you a surprising banquet. How delightful. This is a sign that you are the true king of the people. Your Majesty, this has nothing to do with the nobles and all about the ordinary folk. Salt of the earth. Do we lose again? I mean, we'll see. 60% chance. If this does not succeed, then it is, we continue on. After a few days, the Chancellor sidles into your office looking downcast. I had a letter from the mayor of the South. He's eager to get the banquet set up, but just doesn't have a food for it. I'm afraid it has been delayed. So what do? We need to make sure there's enough food across the kingdom. I mean, that's not my fault. In the next 2 seasons, the challenge will decrease its difficulty each failed attempt. Okay. We keep going. Occupational hazard. We've received message from the wizard. Bzzzt, Your Majesty, I heard it in mine during the breakfast. It was quite disturbing. New apprentice Rockindiego has died. This is quite normal, Your Majesty. The survivor, the rate of wizards appears to be less than 1 in 10. Regardless, we've sent a compensation. How charitable. And what a damage that have already done to this. We received compensation for that. Only 150 gold. Perhaps the council will have an idea. Give it to Rockindiego. He seems like a nice lad. Diego the Third. Rockindiego deserves some cash money. Dun, 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 dun. Bum, 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 bum. Better us than winning. All right. Looks like it is a combined total of the grandees. Man, the grandees have been solid on these votes. More money feeble, it goes towards the farmers who are affected. But we failed. No matter what the farmers try, the fines just goes up. Okay, fine. Trade war! It's everybody's favorite trade war. Trade goes down across the realms, yo. Who needs Kurth? They're our biggest trade partner, but Your Majesty, our economy is basically on fire. The council, Kurth, must also suffer from this, but we cannot afford to wait them out, or people soon will be basic necessities. Personally, why don't we do this one? Import essentials goods from Ashmody. Prevents faith from going up any further from the counts. For the for the grandees. Everybody's like, escalate the war. Bum, 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 bum. You can rebel soon as well. You're getting close. Trade goes down, stability goes down, authority goes up. Though after another month of sanctions, your nobles change their tune. By the 9th, must give in to what they want. I am bleeding money over here. We must suffer. At the very least, they're also solace in the fact that Kurth is also suffering. Double suffer. Cool. Alrighty. A new honor guard. Fevered dreams. Furthered sanctions. New honor guard. What are my options? Oh, that's right. Let's go with... what about the Eastern Knights? That's the ones we probably should get. I've made my decision. We can't get the... We could get more authority, or we could waste some of our authority, but I don't think we'll do that. I want to rebel. We have fevered dreams. Guess what? We're turning into a werewolf, boys. Of course, over the course of the summer, you find yourself plagued with horrifying dreams. You running through open woods full of screaming as you colossal jaws bite down on humans. You're always hunting, always hungry. The council has noticed the lack of sleep as you become blah, blah, blah. Seek out the wood witch to folk remedy. Let's see what a folk remedy we could do. Bad news, Your Majesty. The Republic of Kurth is not only expanding our sanctions, but they're also cutting off the trade partners across the Ghost Sea. We've been embargoed. Only the Isle Sol trade with us. Let's see. Become fully self-sufficient. I don't know about that. Offer concessions to the end of the trade war. Depend on our deepen our ties with the Isle Sol. I don't think fully self-sufficient is a good idea for us. Alrighty. Looks like things are about to go deeper and deeper. Let's see how much stab drop we lose here. Yikes. Farming goes down significantly across the board. And Pi, unused Twitch, thank you so very much for the Prime you sub. They've been subscribed for 2 months. Can we get a praise be for the sandwich maker himself, Pi, the unused Twitch account? Very much appreciated, not expected. Unfortunately, Sol does not have much to offer. Their iron deposits are bountiful, but they cannot eat iron. With the perhaps, we led to prospect relations outside the Kurth. Your Majesty, apart from the deepening our relations and national ties, Archduke of Sol has invited us to a forthcoming wedding. A word of warning, the groom is a Finfolk. Ayo! Praise the pie. We can mac on some people. All right. If you're the grandees, you want E to happen. If you're the counts, you want D to happen. And if you're the barons, you're C. Off you go. Off you pop. Off you pop. Praise be, praise be. Praise be the sandwich maker himself. This is probably going to be our last game. We'll go find somebody who's also still playing King of the Castle. I think Mr. Kaji, it usually has a Wednesday game that happens at this point. It's pretty popular. We'll just drop in on him. He's also, I think his game's been going on for a while, so it might be fun to join one that has already been like progressing for a little bit. Very much worth checking out, Mr. Kajit. I think that's who we'll go with. Looks like D and A and D now. C and A. All right. Tornillo coming out here depleting pretty much all their their wealth into these two. All right. Let's do our beloved first. 60% chance. If we win it, we win it. If we succeed, we win. If not, we keep playing. We keep playing. Shit. It's getting tight. It's getting tight. Isle rises. Your Holiness, something must be strange occurring across the Ghost Sea. A new island has risen halfway between our shores and the Isle of Sol. The Finfolk raise it for the depths to use the weird ocean magic. It's terrible news. The Isle of immense strategic importance. Send the king to seduce the Finfolk. Sabotages the wedding. The king shall just attend the wedding. Send the king conduct a secret negotiation with the Finfolk. Let's go kiss the guy. This is why we never got married, is so we could marry a Finfolk. Kiss him right on his lips. Big smooching. Everybody loves a good smooch. What, Kevin? What? What are you saying? Absolutely madness. Heresy. You don't want to get a smooch? No smooches? Come on, vote for the smooch. Let me smooch him. Thank you, chat. Captain, capital idea. You want me to sleep with the fishes? You don't need to go that far, but you're unattached and you'd be far better match for the Finfolk than the Archduke. If I must. Preparations begin for clandestine visit. Your chancellor has heard. At least you given time to prepare for underwater visit. All right. Back to the north to talk about witches. For weeks you've searched for a witch of warlock that can treat your dark blood dreams. Knowing the church would be outraged if you found out, you must take discreet actions. Pour through forbidden texts and answers. You spend midnight hours hunched over desks reading candles, and it's clear that you have been cursed, but you cannot find out more. It looks like the fucking barons of all people have somehow come around to being able to lower... Wow. All right, they're onto the second level of this scheme. No, the last level now. What is it now? The goal is to raise stability. The goal is to raise trade. Interesting. We've gotten fucked by this trade war. Avatar Way of Water Part 2. Tornillo says B. Send him far away so he can never return. Raise stability. What about... Rock and Diego is the only other count that I think is... Or not count. Baron. God damn it. I keep saying it. Alright, I'll give Diego 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Raising trade seems unwise. Yeah, I would say. Far, far away, they can be done. I'll steal the king away through apiary with a distant working difference. But the apiary is a land of dreams, and it's time of turbulence, nightmare. I must be peaceful. But the final stage must raise the stability to 6. Is everybody on the last stage? No. I think common tax is fine. This trade war is weird because usually there's actually a war, but like I guess it's not as good. Visit the Finfolk. Time to smooch the Finfolk. The prince meets you in the grand table formed knotted coral. The tiny Finfolk spawn swimming around your legs as you sit there. Greetings, your majesty. We're honored to have such a presence. Wow, this place is amazing. A whale passes overhead, momentally dousing you in shadow. So you're here to discuss my beloved Archduke's Shomo and the island I've been given his form. First of all, must I offer my congratulations? Thank you. May I ask you why do you have to give him a dowry? Well, it's a very small island. The Archduke assumes me wasn't very much. Actually, the island's worth a huge amount. Oh, interesting. Arch told me differently. More like Finfolk. This new island could cause a war between your future husband and I. Please just trust me. Why would I lie? A war? Really? I can't risk that. Seems my betrothed misled me. Importance of the island. Such a deceit. He's not the man I thought he was. Would have called off the marriage. Thank you for the clarifying. Thank you for your time. Why should I go so soon? Let's have a drink. Ayo. It's just one drink, guys. It's just gonna be one drink. The Finfolk prince offers you a bittersweet beer, bitter sweet seaweed beer, which you imbibe through a complex underwater drinking machine. For hours, you have swapped stories about commiserating over the hardships of royalty. As the night draws only on, find yourself and the prince growing closer and closely, touching a knee stroke of the gills. Could you take things further? Draw the Finfolk into a kiss. You spend the pleasure of the night with the Finfolk prince atop the bed of woven kelp. It will be a night you remember for a long time, but it's over far too quick. Propose and marry to the Finfolk? Oh, baby boy. When you drop to one knee, the Finfolk makes a startled noise like for frog throwing up a set of bagpipes. You cannot be serious. This is so fast. You don't even know my name. What's your name? Glorb? Problem solved. Glorb! Heresy, rah! Not expecting a romance here. This is the most... Things move fast in politics. But what about the vindictive nobles? Stop worrying and just say yes. With a gentle smile, Glorb grabs your hands. Yes, yes, 1,000 times yes. Dude, this is like so many red flags in this relationship already. Homeboy, I just showed up into your life and you just say yes after we boink once. You're just like, yes, this totally makes sense. You told me my previous husband was lying to me, so I must trust you. Glorb, I don't know how emotionally intelligent you are, but this doesn't seem like the right move for you. Me, on the other hand, great move. Love it. Can you say love bomb? What the hell is this? Dark 2820, welcome in. Kevin is the bottom in this relationship, by the way. But how many of you or kind can boast of having the underwater wedding? The prince rushes about the village organizing an impromptu ceremony, but before you know it, you're swimming down the aisle, manatee raised, draped around your shoulders like a fine coke. Do you take this husband? What happens? I just said, I do. Power bottom. Glorb drops you into a passionate kiss, watching villagers cheer, filling the choral church with the bubbles. And so we are married in the eyes of the deep queen. I suppose we must journey to the surface and marry in the eyes of the ninth god. Boo! The ninth god sucks. I'm so looking forward to this. Then they'll love you. The next day, after wandering night, you and your new husband travel back to the surface in clamshell. So how'd it go? Ninth above, you brought the Finfolk prince back with you? Chancellor turns around, faints shade of red, sigh of your husband, glistening husband. Oh yeah, he is glistening. Indeed, good Chancellor. And we are married now. I see. Well, may I be the first congratulations, Your Majesty, but the church will not be happy with this. Yo, fuck the church. Kevin, just stay there and rule the sea with the fish husband and let new king... I don't know about that. All right, good news, Your Highness. People are flocking to the new monument. We've... what the fuck? Though there's a small problem. While digging more foundation boulders found from the size of the beast, they came from much larger the monument itself. How exquisite. They lower their voice. This building, they're saying they might, you know, what reptile. You guys can't rebel. Get out of here. Titus, welcome in. How you doing today? You have joined... who did you join? Oh, there you are. Your account. We're doing good. We're nearing the end, unfortunately. We might be winning. This might be over soon. We're gonna veto... Don't mess with the dragons, abandon the monument, or carry on with the building. Who cares about old fossils? Just to catch everybody up, I think the counts are still only on their second, but stability needs to go up by 2 and faith needs to go up by 2 in the land of the grandees. It's 2 a.m. We're almost done. It's not like you don't stay up this late all the time. A proposition. Your Majesty, have an idea, the best since line parchment idea. An expedition to Chur. Chur who? Vastness of Chur, Your Majesty. Greatest unexplored, untainted, contains far east. You have a lot of wealth at the moment. Your Highness, it's just sitting around collecting dust. Why don't you start a thing for Chur? How about I'm not wasting my money on such a risky thing? How about that, Madam Treasurer? All right, let's do this again. You gotta pay 5 for this. Alrighty, we've failed twice now. We're at an 80% chance. Can we fail for a third time, chat? Let's see. Suck it. That's 2 for 2, Kevin. Kevin's the best king. That's why he's got 2 crowns on. 2 crown Kevin. That's what they call him. He wins twice in a row. Battle Royale. Your Majesty, the townfolk of the South are ready for your visit. Boo! You can't boo me. I'm the best. Your Majesty, I can't wait. You make your preparations to leave. Although it's meant to be a surprise, you may as well bring some essentials. Your husband, Glorp. Gotta bring Glorp. Long may he reign. Exclamation Rebel. Boo. Classic Glorp. I can't stop thinking about what good job you've done, darling. This is our chance to do something. Dude, bitch, you don't even know who. Do you know my name? Such a wild wedding. This is very nice to do, don't you think? Very nice indeed. I'm so glad you agree, Your Majesty. Little King Kevin III makes chance to play increasingly undignified make-believe games on the journey. You finally arrive in the southern capital. Everywhere, the people line the streets and hang out the windows, cheering your procession. Grandy, the moss dealer, stalks up to the and bows. His smile is very rigid. Greetings, Your Holiness. How good to see you. Surprise? By the 9th, I have no idea. Oh, for sure, for me? The southern peasants decide they support the crown so much that they put a party on in your honor. Da-da-da. Yeah, that's quite understandable. I have a surprise for all of us. Voices of praise follow you as you travel through the banquet hall. Townsfolk flowered petals in your path. Grandy, the moss's face is like thunder. Looks a head of hair. What a fine fellow. The hall is filled with southern townsfolk, but they are also common folk from across the kingdom. Marcher vassals raise their tankards to cheer you. The chancellor looks stunned. I had no idea everyone had got together. Let's party! The people roar in approval. You spend a week in a day in the south, or not a day. You spend a week in the south, feasting and drinking, eating pie. This fucking sandwiches, dude. Pie's unused Twitch account with the commoners. Damn, that is like reference number 8. But you can't be the only holiday forever. Eventually, you have to return to the capital where the council is in session. Nobles are arguing again. C. Shit. By the 9th, we must have the coins for the treasury. I found an ancient law that states that the march is entitled to funds from the march's sporting activities. No, we need the gold for our business. The peasants aren't working hard enough, and we're losing momentum. You think back to the gathering of the peasants, tradespeople, and the merchants all cheering for you. So many of them cheering for you. Make your own money. You have enough. The nobles gasped. The grandees take a deep breath as if they argue back, but then they glance at the servers around you. At least I'm still on top of the league, undefeated in the football manager. You lock eyes with him and you can tell that he thinks back to the banquet his dollars. Yes, Your Highness, of course. Even over a single day, it becomes clear that the nobles are running scared. You have so much support from the ordinary people across the kingdom that nobles have realized just how numbered they are. Merchants, peasants rub shoulders with aristocracy in the council sessions, bringing fresh perspectives and concerns of the ordinary people to the throne for the first time. Let the scheming begin, Grandies. Off to the plot. Bunch of money. Damn, we get a shit ton of money. Stab goes way up. Trade goes way back up. Your reign stretches out in front of you, full of hope and ready to bring future. The Count's attempt to replace the king advisors never panned out. One night, Count Pocketmon awoke to find a smiling spy master with a knife to the throat and kindly asking them to desist. The Grandees prayed and prayed for a miracle to place Ignacio in his rightful place on the throne, but no miracle came. The attempt to woo Gordius to Marcher cause was doomed to fail. Eventually, the wizard board and mortal quabbles burned Barons Rock and Diego Junqueris with one well-placed fireball. It's nice to be loved, especially when you've loved by the entire kingdom. King Kevin III rode his surge of public adoration for another 15 years of coercing, fearing, and popular reforms, which were promptly undone after his passing, but the peasants thought it was a nice time while it lasted. Boom! Chat, boom, 4 years. That's a pretty long game. That was surprising that we went that long. I think for now, that's where we're going to leave it. Thank you so very much for showing up and participating in this game with me. I hope you enjoyed your time. We're going to go and raid somebody else who's playing this. His name is, where is he? Mr. Khajiit. Mr. Khajiit. Decent amount of people playing. Before we go though, let's check out, if you want to join us on our Discord, we have a Discord there. You can follow us on YouTube as well. We'll probably be back Friday. I don't know. I'll let you know if we'll stream on Wednesday. I'm not sure what I'm feeling like, but for now, I think we'll just do Friday. But hopefully you all enjoyed this. If you want to continue playing some for the King of the Castle, not for the King. King of the Castle, you can join this raid now. I'll see you all in the future. Have a good rest of your day and evening.